This is an interesting expos that I had to bookmark here
So
because
hopefully
the
we
Eastern
are live
Conference.
now on. Yeah, we're
Like,
live. It looks like we're live.
okay, YouTube.
Please do.
Where we at?
Yeah, we're live on YouTube. Okay. All right, guys. So I've been gone for a little bit. Apologize to everybody. I had to fix the computer. I got sick. I got the flu. I got the whole nine. So so literally, I've been going through all the shit. Okay. We're gonna talk about a lot of things. We got a lot to cover tonight. We're thirsty individuals right now. There's a lot of
Oh yeah.
news. We got to talk a lot of shit, and we got to get a lot of things off our chest. So we're gonna keep the format like this. So tonight we're gonna talk about LeBron. We're gonna talk about Serena Williams because there's a lot that we all want to talk about that. We're gonna talk about Forbidden Door. We're gonna kick off with Forbidden Door. We're gonna talk about Yuka Mudget fans. Of course we do. We're gonna talk about all
Yeah.
these fake, all of a sudden WWE channels licking the asshole and the shit off of AEW right now. Okay, so sit back, get your favorite beverage, get what you need, come enjoy the show. By the way, guys, eventually audio is happening. I am back. Full stop. We're doing this. We're kicking ass. Audio's coming. What's up, Smooth? How you doing tonight?
Yo, what's up?
Co-host over here.
Yeah. Just been doing some things behind the scenes and ready to kick this show off and do some cooking. Cause man, we have a whole lot to talk about.
Oh
Indeed.
hell yeah, we do. So we're gonna start out with the Forbidden Door, and I'm gonna tell you, all you gamudgets out there that are fucking out there reviewing. Let me be real with you. And I watched a lot of these freaking channels, and I Smooth probably can attest this because we watch a lot of YouTube when I'm bored.
Yeah.
On my screen time, it's mostly YouTube and X and Blue Skies and a bunch of other ones. But beyond the point, I'm just gonna tell some of you guys, stop with the ass kissing, please. Like, if you're gonna review the show, stand on brand for shit fucking sakes. It's just it's so bad. It's disgusting bad. I'm sitting back going, am I
Again,
watching a true review or am I watching you ass kiss? And by the way, don't come at me and say, "Oh, well, no, it's all for views and fucking it's fake." AEW killed it on Sunday. Yes, I agree with the consensus. But I'm not like I love it. Like I love it. Like I'm fully in love with it. You know what I mean? Like I think there was other shows this year that did better, but that's just me. It's up there, but we still got a long year to go. So I'm gonna kind of put it in the middle right now. It was a good show. I liked the way they did the cage. I thought the grand finale was perfect. And for all you stupid curmudgeons to say, "Oh, the Death Riders are holding back AEW," ooh, John Moxley didn't come and play a factor in the match. He did not take advantage of anything to do with what was going on. So to all you curmudgeons out there, stop it. Stop the crying. And first and foremost, they did something unique that I want to see AEW do more of that. And I would like to see them do a Hell in the Cell, kind of like the movie Ready to Rumble, where they do the three cages. Instead of doing Hell in the Cell, and they make their own version of the Hell in the Cell differently. And I'm just going to keep it real. The show was really good. I thought Maya's World and Monet did a fantastic job. It did what it needed to do. Both women played their parts. When Monet does her thing, everybody wins. And tonight, yet last night or the other night, they did their parts, and I was very, very pleased. They both told stories, and they played into story. That's what you want. And Thekla, kudos to her because after the fact at the presser, I was dying when she said she was going to the strip club to watch women with their boobies out. And she said that right in
yeah.
front of the owner, and I died laughing. And I said, "You know what, Thekla? I like you. You're my
Me
people,
too.
my peoples. Say whatever
Yes.
you
Listen,
please."
listen. When she said that shit, I almost said, "Okay." TK just said, "You know what? Go live your life. Go ahead.
Go live
Just
your
make
best
sure that
life.
you go live your best life." He said, "Okay." And Renee was in it. No, Renee was on there. She said, "Oh, okay, not a problem, not a problem." Hey, but you know what? It was very good, and it was storytelling. And by the way,
Yes.
folks, y'all were like, John Moxley was gonna get him. I heard I heard curmudgeon talk about, oh, well, the Death Riders are gonna get involved in the match between Ospreay and Swerve Strickland. No, folks, we didn't see any of that. What you saw was storytelling. Because what was the story? Osprey and Swerve have been friends for 10 years.
And I'm gonna tell you guys this, and Smooth. I don't know if you picked up on it, but I really loved what Will Ospreay did at the end. Really, what he did at
Yes.
the end, he brought in John Moxley in that victory.
Oh
He
yeah.
had him come over and touch the trophy. So it just seems to me like this is a family atmosphere with all these characters and things, and I really do believe this. That I think Will Ospreay will be with the Death Riders for a while. I don't see
Yes.
them now kind of doing the whole moment with Alex Windsor and everything. I could see what you were saying maybe a few months ago to me, United, Death Rider, Empire. I could see that.
I told you. And then what happens is, um, you are gonna probably get a strong ass alliance with Alex Windsor and Marina Shafir, because those two can go.
And here's
We've
another
seen them
thing.
go.
Here's another thing I'm going to tell you. It reminds me a lot of the Bullet Club, where they had different entities of the Bullet Club. You didn't necessarily have to have one entity of the Bullet Club inside of every week. So you could have
No.
like the Death Riders, or you can have like the Death United Empire. You can mix it around,
Oh yeah.
which is a win-win
Yeah.
situation.
Like you you have in a tag team you would have Claudia Castagnoli and what's the other one from United Empire, the tough one, the kind of Polynesian one.
Yo,
You know which
Jonathan,
one
thanks
I'm
for that, buddy. Hold on, we got a raid coming in. Hold on. Oh, that's loud.
okay. Yeah. No, but
Okay,
I was
that is
saying
loud.
that
Sorry, stream. Yo, what's up, everybody?
yeah.
Welcome in. Hang on, guys.
Oh,
Let me get over. Let me get over to Twitch Arena. Go ahead. Continue your thought. I'm sorry.
no, I was saying you could have Claudia Castagnoli versus and United Empire's tough guy. The one that
How's
the
everybody
one that
doing from J Lo stream? I hope everybody's doing well. We're gonna talk about LeBron. We're covering Forbidden Door to start first. We're gonna talk about NBA free agency. We're gonna talk about Serena Williams. We're gonna talk about a lot of things. So sit back, get your favorite beverage, as I have. I have my Coke Pepsi here. Sorry, Coke Pepsi. Sorry, Pepsi Wild Cherry, because I was a savage in the store and I like Coke. It tastes better to me. But
of
anyway, go
course.
ahead. Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to
No,
interrupt you.
no, I'm just saying you could have not saying a tag team, just saying that you could have a Claudia Castagnoli and United Empire's heavy hitter. You know which one I'm talking about? The one damn, what, you know which one I'm talking
I know
about?
what you're talking about. The former global champion or the world heavyweight.
No, not the IWGP heavyweight. The other one, the Polynesian.
Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about.
You
I
know,
don't know his name either, but I know who you're talking about.
yeah, him and those two, because we've seen those two when United Empire versus Death Riders and this whole situation kicked off. Man, it was just like whoa. They kicked it off and it was telling a story right then and there. And you said to yourself, just imagine those two being on the same team as each other, the same team as each other.
Oh,
No one would kick.
I forgot to mention one other thing. So, guys, if you're new to my stream, hi, my name is Wraith Realm. I do the Wraith and Smooth show. We try to do it on Mondays, Wednesdays, Saturdays, or Fridays and Sundays because pay-per-views. Guys, if you guys didn't know, my computer died. That's where I've been. I got sick all in that time. So we are back. I did get a new gaming PC with the Ryzen 7 5700. I believe non-X model because the X and the non-X are not that different. 64 gigs of RAM, 5060. I just took the stuff out of my main PC and put the new motherboard in that and all that. And then I swapped out the Ryzen 8400F into my streamer to be the streamer. So now you guys know what's going on. I have a new PC technically for gaming. 64 gigs of RAM is a lot of memory, so I could chew through things pretty easily. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah. Oh no, his yeah. By the way, his name is Honori. That's his
Hinori,
name,
thank you.
Honori. Honori. Man, that boy. He's he's part of the Maui tradition in New Zealand. That man is a heavy hitter, and I'm like, oh, him and Claudia Castagnoli can go with it. But yeah, like I
Oh,
said, they're
and by
gonna.
the way, guys, also too, I didn't spend a lot of money on my processor. It was just a processor, motherboard, case, power supply because I already had the other parts. I didn't need the RAM, and I didn't need the graphics card for my streamer. I had it all. So there you go. You're welcome, buddy. All right, continue. I'm sorry. I keep interrupting you. My fault.
No, of course. So basically, you're gonna have like a united front with it, and whoever want to hate on that, let it hate. But see, there was a storyline in it because there was a storyline going on during the whole main event for the Owen between Swerve and Osprey.
Well,
The
let me
one
ask.
thing that
Let me
Osprey,
ask. Smooth. Are you a Pepsi guy or a Coke guy?
I used to drink. Damn, I used to drink soda, but if it was anything for me, I'm more like Coke.
Okay, I feel you. At this store, they
I'd
had
be
a
a little
sell.
bit.
Somebody wanted to get some Mountain Dew Baja Blast, so
Okay,
and
yeah,
they
you know.
yeah, and I was like, okay, and then I forgot to buy energy drinks, so substitute for.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to go make
Yeah.
coffee. That's the thing. But yeah, I agree with you. Here's the other thing. I'll take that a step further. It gives a
Go ahead.
way for John Moxley to get written off of TV at times.
Yes, and that's where that's what we were discussing about because it was how are you going to write off John Moxley for that time because you're still going to have the members of Claudio, Daniel, Wheeler and Pac along with Marina
Right.
Shafir. Those five can still hold their own while Mox is, you know, doing whatever he can because Mox at some point Mox is going to take a break and probably make a movie or two and come back. Hey,
Absolutely. Here's one
because
other thing I'm
listen,
gonna
when
tell
they
you.
hit,
One other thing, guys. Down below in the description of all my streams, just to let you know, I will make sure to have that updated with the new latest specs, so you guys know. So you guys have an
yes,
idea what's going on. So I will run that through some video editing and photo editing and go to town on that.
of course.
So,
So
um, I will
so
say the matches of the night for me for Forbidden Door 2026. Here's the thing. I'll say Maya's World is number one to me, just because
okay,
I like the way they told the story. They made you
that's
feel
what it
good
is.
to basically take it away from you and then throw Athena at you. And I was like, okay, this makes sense now. You're going to have her lose, go into Ring of Honor at Forbidden Door, and you're going to have her beat Athena now. And then you're going to play the
Yeah,
idea of her brother and the death and the whole thing that goes into it. Can she go over the hurdle? Can she climb the mountain? You know what I mean?
because it's gonna be
So makes sense.
yeah, and you're gonna have the whole teacher versus pupil, and Athena's gonna use that angle of the brother passing away and all and everything else because she already did. Remember, she already did in the semifinals, and she
Right.
lost. Now she's gonna play it hardcore to the paint, and it's gonna motivate her and to motivate Maya World and take her to another level to where she's gonna
Right.
capture the Ring of Honor Women's title. And what you do, and yeah, now what you do is it opens up a lot of opportunities in the women's division of Ring of Honor. Now you have a Billy Starks can face off against a Maya World for the title.
Right.
Now you have
Absolutely.
now you have the yeah, and you have the other women that can get it. You could probably have a Persephone, but see Persephone right now. What I see is TK is a little bit high up on her. I
Yes.
wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be
I
surprised
have
that
her.
she
Okay, since now I last week I said I was going to change my mind. So here's me changing my mind. I think I
go
have her
ahead.
winning that belt on Wednesday this
That's
week.
it.
I really feel like AEW's ready.
Now, now, I'm gonna say if I'm a betting person, it's gonna come down to
And I switched my pick. Queen Ananata is going to be my secondary pick out of all that
it's gonna
because she's also deserving too.
in the better and you know they with DraftKings and all that. So the better markets have who who would you see face off, as the final two in the survival of the fittest? Well, one, Persephone, the other one, Queen Aminata.
Yeah, I can see that. I agree with that.
Those two can fit because what happens? Holly Cameron, she'll probably go first or second out. Then you have the Hakaras. Then you have the Sheeta Statlander situation. So that is going to cancel. Then that cancels them out of the match because they're going to beat each other up.
Right.
Then you have, well, Micah. Micah's a hard hitter, but Micah probably stay until
That was
she'll
shocking to me.
probably
I will say I had Sky Blue winning that. I said that on this show last week, and
and I said no.
I was wrong. I
Remember what remember what I said? I said, "Are you
I
sure
argued
about
with
that?"
you. And I will take my L. You were right. I was wrong. I will admit that I
Because
was wrong.
I saw something that was different, and I said, "Micah," I said, "Oh, I've seen her." I said, "Uh-oh, that's a problem. That's a
Now,
problem for Sky
one thing I
Blue."
will say that I will say on this show is Starlight Kid. I'm gonna be honest. I've seen her
Yeah.
for years. She's an amazing talent. AEW should go after her big time. Bring her on in
Okay.
because she's that good.
Okay.
You saw with her going with Tekla. See, they're telling you a story. See, but people don't realize with AEW, and this is all these Gamaja fans that are starting to
Yeah.
watch. Oh no, what they're doing is they're telling you a story from Stardom because a lot of these people go, oh, well, I don't understand what Stardom is. I was reading people going, bro, Tony
Bro,
Khan
what?
is panhandling. He's not panhandling. He's giving Christmas to the hardcore fans that have been watching Stardom, that sit
Oh
down and
yeah.
watch Shimmer, and that's what he's
Yeah.
doing. And he told you a story in live time. He
Yes.
told you a story. He was playing on the story of her getting kicked out of Stardom, then
Hmm.
also told the story of the rubber match between Star Kid Starlight Kid how Thekla couldn't get over the hurdle with her. And
No.
now times have changed.
Yes.
They're going to roll that storyline for a while with that. I think Starlight Kid will have a play at some point.
Yes. She will. But right now, it's moving forth now. It's Tekla, Mercedes Monet. Now, like I
Mercedes
said,
Moné's taking the belt off of her. That's for damn sure. And I don't like that at
but
all, but I understand why they're doing it.
because when you showed me what they came out with as far as the pillars of AEW is concerned, I said, oh, I
Athena's up
said,
there. All right, so
damn,
it goes Thekla, Monet,
Kevin.
Kevin Knight, and then it goes up. It goes there. It goes. Athena's up there. It was like I get where TK's doing. I get it. I see why he sees what he sees in Kevin Knight, but if we're gonna go there, he made Kevin Knight kind of look stupid.
He did. He
To be
really
honest with
did
you.
because he really did because if you're gonna make him look good, and you saying that he's gonna be your future and he's gonna be a potential AEW world champion, then you gotta make him look good at some point. I mean, we
Yes,
gotta make him start. You gotta make him look good starting now because he's
absolutely.
he's hot because he's very much hot. He's very much there, and he can carry. He can definitely do so, and he's changed his attitude as well because remember he came in as like a little bit not loosey goosey, but more
Okay,
of
so
this.
I will say this: one character right now they have to push to the moon and back because now he's got the crowd is believing in him. Andrade, you pull the trigger now at
Yes,
this point. If I pull the trigger,
I
Tony
told you.
Khan.
I told you. I told you. What
Do
did I? What,
something. Do something that WWE wouldn't with this man. Pull the trigger. He's too
we
piping
saw.
hot right now. The crowd is starting to love him.
Yeah, Yeah.
And he talks
Yes.
beautiful English.
Yes,
Yo,
he
I've said
does.
this for a while. He told basically MJF to go, and they didn't even let it full reign on the pay per view. Go fuck yourself,
Yes, he
hombre.
did.
And then he went Viva la Raza, Holmes, and he threw. I just turned
Well,
around and go,
Viva,
bro. Yo, they could turn
listen,
this
Viva
guy
la,
into the new Eddie Guerrero if they wanted to.
you said Viva la Raza, bro, because listen, hey, listen, you're in San Jose. You already know you
Yeah.
got a strong Mexican contingent in San
And then
Jose,
he
in the
did,
Bay Area.
and then he did the shimmer, and I went, oh my god, just have this guy do this all day long. And you know what? I wouldn't care if they took the gimmick from the late Eddie Guerrero and made it modernized, lie, cheat, steal, and make the guy look cool. I'd be all right with
Yeah.
this.
I
He
already said
suits it.
Briscoe. I already said Team Briscoe was winning that match. I
Yeah, you
already
did.
said it.
And then we said
I already said it.
Briscoe's gonna lose the title.
Briscoe
He's gonna
loses.
lose the title
But
match.
Briscoe, why would Briscoe do? See, Briscoe not thinking. Let the storyline build. Go into redemption, and then after that, you know. But he said he wants his title shot when tonight. I'm like, no. Well, MJF is not going to give him the title shot tonight. Watch what happens. Even though he
Yeah.
won and he got the title shot, MJF is not going to give him that title shot at San Diego. He's going to say, "Well, chicken
Well,
ball."
here's my thing to you. I really. What's up, Sir Joseph Pesci? How you doing, buddy?
Hey,
Um.
Serge, what's that?
I really don't. I really don't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't care. Let me be real honest with you. I really don't give a shit about Redemption. To be honest with you, I don't understand the pay per view. It's not being belt. It's like a. It's. I feel like it's a feeder pay per view.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's more like
Yeah, it
it's
just
more
makes
like
it's like it's like how can I say it for AEW? It's more like it's another pay per view that's just there, and I get why they're doing it, but at the same time, I'm just like it makes no sense.
it's it's more like giving more opportunities for fans to see you because you're not there too
Right.
much. You're not there in those cities like Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Like, okay, sometimes when AEW does a Canadian tour, they're doing Quebec City, Montreal, Ottawa, Toronto, Hamilton, and then
Yeah,
they
let me
go
turn off
and
the
then they
RGB
go
lighting. I don't need that on.
yeah. Then they go on over to Winnipeg, Manitoba. So when they go on them Canadian tours, you already know. You already know. So that's why
Well,
they give them.
okay, so to me, Redemption should be more like their Royal Rumble. If they're gonna treat All In as a WrestleMania esque, you know, as their own
Yes.
thing, then Redemption should be their WrestleMania. Or sorry,
Okay.
Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble. What? But now,
And I'm
now
going to
we
say
should.
this real quick about wrestling. If you're coming and you're new to the channel, I don't watch WWE very much anymore. I can't stomach that show.
No, me neither. So the best.
I can't sit here and watch 3 hours of slop content that I just want to bang my head.
All
And
right.
yes,
Well,
and I'm not
that's
one of those pro WWE hater channels. I'm not that. I still watch the highlights, and I saw over the week. I just sat and I went, "What are we doing with Oma Femi? What are we doing making the crown look like a jobber toy? What are we doing? Bad booking." Immediately, I just went
bad
bad
booking.
booking. And if that's your
So
A,
so
if that's your
basically,
AI slop shit, God help us all. God
because
help
what?
us all.
Because what?
Pesci, I hope you're doing
Femi.
well,
Oh,
buddy.
hey, Pesh, what's going on? But yeah, it's like Femi has to finish off against Brock Lesnar, and I'm like, when he says SummerSlam, I'm like this. You're telling me Seth Rollins now gets to jump into the photo, and that's what happened, folks.
Well, okay, so if you haven't read the reports on that, here's the reports. Brock Lesnar's beating Sami Zayn. Basically, Sami Zayn was used as a transitional champion. That's what they're doing. They're gonna have
Duh.
Brock. They're
Yeah,
gonna have
because
Brock Lesnar go over and beat him, and then they're gonna set
okay,
up for SummerSlam where they have the three-peat, and then you have Uma become the ultimate beast killer. And I'm like, that is so dumb.
so basically, Roman Reigns is gonna be a what ultimate champion now? Please. You go now they're gonna make this run like what? Like 2020 to April
Okay,
2024.
so
That's just
from my understanding is Sami Zayn is just a pawn in the middle of it. Supposedly, from what the dirt sheets are saying, that he's the middle guy. He's the fall guy. He's technically
uh-huh.
just gonna be the fall guy, the man that got shot, technically. And
Okay.
all they did was to get it over for religious purposes and because his heritage.
I told y'all, like I said, they was not gonna screw him
Hold on, let me
over
read
in
this.
Saudi
Surgeon
Arabia.
Pesci, thanks. I was working for Keem for a while in the SCU. I seen that. I've seen that.
Okay.
I think I saw um somebody one of the people that left that I watched. One of them that left. Um
Okay.
mentioned you by name and said you were working or one of the shows. I watched a lot of the ones that left the LCU. Supposedly, I watched I think it's Nightmare and a few others. I believe what's her name. I watch a bunch. What's the one that I watch? Hold on. Let's see. What's her name? Zayzooted. I watch Zayzooted, but I've been
Okay,
following
Jason.
her way before she was in the LCU. Like when she was small
Okay.
fries. Now she's big fries. But she does
That's
different
good.
content than I respect it. She does all the detractor stuff, all the drama detractor
Mm.
shit that goes on. Um, technically, if you guys watch the LCU, it's mostly about detractor shit. And
Okay.
let me roll my eyes real quick. It's basically wrestling for YouTube. It's basically a soap opera on wheels. So if you watch General Hospital, you watch The Young and the Restless, or you watch for instance, TMZ, that's pretty much what the LCU is. It's pretty much they have a whole universe. It's basically ABC side, and they all pretty much shit on each other. Basically, it's one big shit show. It's basically a rolling WWE event, basically, on steroids. I used to watch. I haven't watched the LCU in years. I think 2 years ago. I've kind of fell out of it. It got boring. I really got bored. Like there's nothing there for me to watch anymore unless it's not really. I find more entertainment now watching van life and things like that. So anyway, WWE back to what we were saying. Sami Zayn. Um,
He was more of a
what is it?
transitional
He's
champion,
just
and
he's
plus,
the guy that's gonna get shot. Basically, him winning the trophy or him winning the championship. I'm happy for him. I knew what was happening with that. I'm internally grateful. The WWE put it on him, but it's just gonna be for like a week or two. It's not anything gonna be
yeah,
special.
no, 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 no. And then what? Now Roman Reigns gets to be the tribal chief and the champion until the end of the year now. So
Right,
basically, you're telling us Obafemi can't face Roman Reigns right now.
right.
They're just they're just telling
Well,
you,
they're
oh,
okay.
Obafemi should not.
In fairness. So let's keep it for real on this channel. They're protecting Roman. They are
They are.
legitimately. It screams protect Roman. We can't have Roman Reigns get beat. We can't make him look small and stupid. And I'm sorry, but I'm going to tell you this: bringing Zella Fatu into WWE is not going to help your bloodline regurgitation problems.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. It's not going to help. It's really not going to help your fucking cause. WWE right now is in a shitbowl moment. Right now, they pushed Cody
Yeah.
way too much. Uh,
Oh, did you see Cody Rhodes come out in a United Empire shirt?
wait, what? Wait,
I saw.
what?
Yes, he did.
Wait, what? I thought they
I,
were. I thought he wasn't allowed to wear AEW merch like that.
he was wearing United Empire.
Really?
I almost,
Crazy,
I
crazy.
almost, I almost
Oh,
went
by the
like
way,
this.
Patchy, I'm happy for you, buddy. I'm glad that you found success with that. and
Okay.
whatnot. I'm glad you enjoyed your time with the LCU, though.
Hey, shout out to the LCU for those that's real. But yeah, I did see that in his entrance at Night of Champions that he bought out that when
Oh,
he
and by the
was
way,
doing the motion.
just so you guys can see this, I'm gonna do this for Pesci. Shout out to the ones, the only, the Lakers Nation. I am your tribal chief. I call it. I am your tribal motherfucking chief. Put your ones
Go
in the
ahead.
air for me. Because, by the
Go
way,
ahead.
I was correct. All the good budget fans, all the LeBron James fans, you're going back to Cleveland. I feel sorry for Cleveland. You guys are going to have a stinker of a year. Thanks, LeBron. Retire.
Cleveland.
And by the way, and I say put the ones up because right now I was damn well right, and I called the whole saga. LeBron James is going to write an open love letter to the new owners of the Lakers and say, I'm out because the owners of the Lakers don't want you. You're old. You're dusty. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I used to like LeBron. I used to love LeBron until he started talking about, I need $53 million, guys. $50 million.
And now the real Laker fans can come out of the dark and say yes.
You know what the scene. You know what it reminds you of when LeBron James is asking for $50 million is that scene in Rush Hour where he's Rush Hour 1. He goes $50 million. What are you, Chelsea Clinton? And he goes, I like the person that talks, so I can see how full of shit they are, or something like that. The shit's hilarious. Like I'm serious. This whole LeBron saga with the Lakers, man. I called it. I said the Lakers are not going to offer him a contract. He's asking for too much money, and then he's going to want to bring all the old fuckers back out of the grave to go play with him in L.A.
And why is it? That the Golden State Warriors should take that headache?
By the way, why is it all these commentators online, ESPN, Stephen A. Smith, get the cock out your mouth. Please, get Clutch Sports dick out your mouth. Ryan Windhorst, dick out your mouth. Why? Why in the fuck am I having to hear you guys, oh, take LeBron, he's the best choice. Everything he does is just great. 9 fucking years of LeBron. And he did what? A bubble championship that your tribal chief doesn't call a championship, brother. I call it, you played in a half season, got lucky, and got a ring. And by the way, what did LeBron James do after the fact? Oh, fucked everybody over. I need to recreate the big 3. So guess what, Lakers, Genie Bus? I need to suck on your titty some more, Genie Bus. So let me just fuck the Alex Caruso out the door, Hart out the door, this guy out the door, and what did they go do? What did all these people go do? Win championships, LeBron. That's what they did. And I don't feel sorry, LeBron. And to all those good Magic Laker fans that are telling me, oh, we need trophies. We need to bask in his glory like Keith Lee. We need to bask in his glory. No, fuck that. Bro, I can tell you a list of players that are LA legends before LeBron. I would say James Worthy before LeBron. Cooper before LeBron gets a statue. I'm just saying. Okay? Don't give me AC Green. AC Green before a fucking LeBron. Robert Horry before LeBron. Derek Fisher before LeBron. Come at me. You know,
here we go.
the reason I'm saying this, LeBron, 12-13 in the playoffs. Drink it in. 12-13. Don't want to hear you curmudgeon fans try to defend that. And I used to give LeBron James a chance, and I gave him 5 chances too many. And by the way, I don't want to hear, oh, he should have his banner up there. He did everything for the Lakers. Okay. All right. All right. He'll get a banner and a whole toot toot when he gets done. But he's going doing that whole Aaron Rodgers shit. He's going over there and I gotta go close the doors. I got everything to get dark. I gotta pick a straw hat. I gotta think about it what my next team is because I'm motherfucking LeBron James. Uh, everything's a circus. I need to be paid 140 million just to play ball. But you know, Jalen Brunson take less money. Oh no, I'm too good for that. Fuck you, LeBron. Fuck you. I will always say that all day long. I can't stand somebody that's so egotistical like that. Sorry. Sorry, my rant's over about LeBron. There you go. You're welcome.
Hey,
I
listen,
had to go off on that.
listen. Well worth it, and you have you have
And
your
by the
real
way, some of these Laker fans, these LeBron James, I'm leaving watching the Lakers. Look, you're not a Lakers fan then. You are a LeBron fan. Don't say you're a Lakers fan, but you're a LeBron James fan. Here's another thing. LeBron James, if the Lakers gave him a retirement tour, it would be great. He could sell so many tickets, you'll make your money back. At what cost? What cost? You have an opportunity right now as the Lakers to not fuck it up and get a quality center right now. Today. Walker
you do.
Kessler or Jalen Duren. Yeah, and I'm telling you, you have an opportunity. I want more Walker Kessler. He's younger. I want more Walker Kessler. Kessler fits everything that Luka wants right now. So, my whole opinion's over about that one.
Hey, listen.
Oh, and by the way, I'm sorry that I'm part of the LeBron James haters, but I'm just saying, when he said 53 million, and he said he wanted to bring in Kevin Love, I went, oh, is this your show or is it Luca and AR's show? Which one is it? Make your mind, LeBron.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they land a good center. Walker Kessler. I'm putting it here. I'm in the Walker Kessler fanboy camp right now. All right.
Walker, all right,
I am
Walker
the
Kessler,
tribal
you
chief.
on.
I'm your tribal chief to the Walker Kessler club. All right. Put your ones in the air. Put your ones in the air. Look, I want to
Yep.
say this. Kudos to I want to say this. No dig on Mitchell Robinson. No dig. Mitchell Robinson does fit everything Luka wants, but he is not good at certain things, and the not good at things. He's better as a secondary than he is the
Oh,
main show.
okay.
Mitchell
Yes.
Robinson, yes, Mitchell Robinson, literally no joke.
No, and you know what too? Because for us right now, we can't give him what he wants, and what they're looking for is about 15 million a year for him, and
I
you're
could
gonna have
see
to give him
him.
a full.
I could see him walking into like a young like Kings team, like a Kings team,
Mm, why would you go to that
Milwaukee.
dumpster fire? Dumpster fire.
Well, those are the teams that are looking at paying for. Well, the center market's kind of shitty anyway right now. Anyway, outside of Walker
But
Kessler
those
and Duran, it's pretty awful.
and it's dumpster fire teams that we're talking about. Please, like Sacramento,
Well,
you got
You think
like
Sacramento's a
Sacramento.
dumpster fire?
After they got rid of Mike Brown for what? Oh, Mike Brown. Oh, because Mike Brown challenged De'Aaron Fox to be better. Oh, but the player,
Well, he
but
went over and he proved. Well, let's just keep this real. He proved him. Mike Brown proved himself right in the NBA Finals. Let's keep that
of
real
course,
about Fox.
and he
Fox did
didn't
not
forget
show
what
up.
Fox, he didn't forget what De'Aaron Fox did to him. Showed him up after he was trying to
I
keep him
really
up.
think this is what's going to happen with the Lakers. Here's my wild prediction for you. I think we land Walker Kessler. I think he's into wanting to be in LA. I think Luca's recruiting him on the side. I see him. I see Rui Hachimura coming back because you're going to need Rui Hachimura to begin with. You let him walk into Sacramento. If you let him walk into the Spurs are going to be dangerous. That's just a scary combination with all that young youth that's happening over there. That's going to be scary. You've already let Marcus
Well,
Smart leave the building.
well, listen. What can y'all do? What you can't keep everybody. Plus, you need the team to get better. This is Luca's team. If you're
Well,
expecting that,
Luca went on the record today, said he wasn't really happy about the fact that Marcus Smart is now going to be in Houston.
well, listen, somebody
Because
had.
he recruited him. So, and you know
Yeah,
what?
he
And I'm like,
recruited
Luca,
them.
did you not understand? You got something better there. Why don't you put your effort into building Dalton Connect?
Yeah,
There's your answer.
oops. Somebody was telling y'all this, and somebody was like, "Why we have to be building Dalton Connect for? You can get other free agents." Co-host, you remember? You said,
Yeah,
"Oh,
I
Dalton
remember that. I remember that.
Oh, so now
I will
everybody has to
take
come
okay.
back.
I will take my roasting on that one. That I'll take my roasting on that.
All you guys know that Dalton Connect is a first round draft pick. What the hell are you doing trying to spend him and waste his talent? If you want to
Well,
waste his talent,
we
trade
also have
him.
Thero. That's the other thing. I when I look down at the roster, we have a bunch of young guys that are pretty talented.
Listen, but the problem is, no, I'm talking about Dalton Connect. It's time for him to get activated. Now it's time for him to get
I
activated.
think that's
I
what
don't care.
I think, my friend. That's where they're going, and I think they're gonna pick up. I think you're gonna be right on that, and I will admit you're right. I do think they're gonna go Dalton Connect, and they're gonna bring in Kennard back, and then they're gonna bring Rui back. I think that'll be your nucleus there, and then at that
Okay.
point, Aiton will be your backup because Aiton wants to stay as a Laker. But I think the Lakers are going to use him as a trading block with some picks and some money, and they're going to go get some utility players.
Yeah. Right now for me, I'm liking what the Knicks are doing, Leon Rose is doing, and I don't care about all this propaganda talk that everybody wants to find out that Leon Rose and James Dolan aren't odds. No, that's once again, folks. This is like WWE AEW storyline. What's the storyline? Storyline is, and I'm talking here with the NBA. You have to work with the CBA. This is when they came out and said the second apron. Why is he second? Talking about the second apron. Well, I'll give you a brief rundown. If your team is in the second apron with the CBA since 2018, you cannot, you can't trade draft picks for a full
Okay, so
season.
the apron is hard to explain. So if you go to the
No.
second apron, you're an over the cap team.
Mhm.
Technically, I
Bingo.
have to give it in lame terms because a lot of people don't know this, but the new CBA, which is disgusting to me, the
Yes.
Lakers are playing under the cap. So you have under the cap teams. The Knicks are trending
Mhm.
up to over the cap team. So when you hit that second apron, that $219 million, then you play your over the cap, and
Yes.
you get a mid level exception from the league itself as a thank you, or to
Bingo. But plus,
yeah.
plus your plus they freeze your draft picks.
Yes.
Plus your draft picks gets frozen,
I have to
and you
explain
can't
this. I
trade.
have to explain this to everybody because everybody gets lost when we start talking about money and analytics. So I had to throw the Bill Nye the Science Guy in there and reading Rainbow all at once for you guys because it is confusing. For me, it made my head spin because when I watched Lakers Nation, if you guys watch all the Lakers stuff, I watched Lakers Nation. They had one of the guys that does another show with the head guy of Lakers Nation, and they were explaining how the cap works, and so I had to jot notes in case we did talk about, in case we did talk about it here on the show.
Yes,
there's the above the cap and then below the cap. The Lakers are below the cap. The Knicks are trending to that above the cap.
that's why James Dolan said what he had to say, because
Yeah,
you have you
now it
have
makes sense.
OG's on a max deal, Hart's on a max deal, Bridges on a max deal. The one that saved you was Brunson. Then Cat option is coming up this season.
And he's
which
already
we
exploring taking less money. He's already stated he wants to
we
take less money.
well, but when people said, well, he said that. Well, he said that when he was a member of the T Wolves. That was 2 years ago on Club Shay Shay.
Well, he
Right
also said it
now,
now. He's willing to do what Jalen Brunson did, take a little less to get at least 2 mid-level exceptions. So he was saying.
okay, so if he's gonna do that, then not a problem. Then you're gonna make sure that you're gonna get other
And you just signed
um
Shaman. You just signed Shaman to a big deal too. On top of that, I read about
and
that. You guys signed him
and,
to a nice deal.
and Grand Theft Alvarado because
Yeah.
from the reports I was reading, Shamit was slated to get between 8 and 9 million a year.
So somebody was going to get the axe, and it's Mitchell Robinson. What it looks like.
Okay, so I'm reading it right here. So it says the second apron is the most punitive roster building threshold introduced in the NBA's current collective bargaining agreement CBA. Historically, the NBA operated with a soft salary cap, meaning wealthy front offices could continuously outspend the rest of the league as long as the owners were willing to pay a massive luxury tax bill, i.e., the Golden State Warriors. This is why they put in
Yeah.
the
So what
CBA.
I was also to what I was trying to explain it. You're explaining the big term of it. I'm trying to explain it in short way.
Oh,
Making it
short wave,
easy proof
okay.
for everybody. So because everybody gets confused if you read it like that. Even me, I was getting confused when Lakers Nation was explaining it.
No. Mm-hmm.
Trevor Lane was explaining it. I was like, "Holy shit, this is so confusing. What is what? What is up?
Yeah,
What's down?"
yeah. Yeah, because I remember what's his name? Our guy from SNY basketball insider Ian Begley. He
Oh,
had
I know
his
who Elon
podcast.
Bagley is. He's pretty good at explaining things. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Ian
And
Begley
then also shout out to Dream
with
Pro. Can I say something? Shout out to Dream Pro. I watch his channel, and if you ever watched him
oh Jim.
before,
Oh,
Dream
yeah,
Pro
yeah, yeah,
is
yeah, yeah, yeah,
super
yeah, yeah, yeah,
hilarious.
yeah, yeah.
This whole
That
LeBron,
brother.
there are these 3 channels I was watching that was clowning on LeBron James, and basically,
Oh,
in one scene was basically throwing him out the door like they do in Fresh Prince. I was dying, bro. You guys don't know. I've been following the LeBron James the tractor channels, and everybody hating and joking around. It's been an epic clown show for a lifetime for me. I'm laughing how much Max Kellerman and freaking Clutch Sports, the guy that runs it, trying so hard to convince everybody that he's going to stay as a Laker.
Rich Paul.
Rich Paul trying so hard. Please take my guy, please. And then Max Kellerman like looking at him like,
No,
oh yeah, take him, take
no,
him.
no one wants him. And plus, well, the apparent allegations are coming back up again. PED use.
PED use really.
Oh yeah. You, what? They said he can. They said, how the hell at 41 years old, going to be 42 this year, you looking like that?
Well, so and by the way, I don't want to hear from people. Look, LeBron James, you know how weak his
Brian,
contract is. I don't want to
his
hear
ass
from
is gonna get
Gamudgeon
cut.
fans. I'm giving him a
His ass is
chance.
gonna get cut. His ass is gonna get cut. Nope, ain't no chance. His ass is gonna get cut.
Well, the Lakers already
Why?
said, okay, so LeBron James asked for 2 things when he left the door: treat his son
He
right,
wants Braun. Yes.
treat his son right, and let him
Oh,
go, and let him go.
wow. Damn. Y'all gonna be
I'm
dealing
not
with
a
the
hater. I'm not
homegrown.
a hater of LeBron James because I do agree with a lot of consensus there. He doesn't have a shit contract. He could sit on your bench, be a
Yeah.
reserve at
Yeah.
less than $1 million.
Well, but listen, you're trying to fight for a championship right now.
Yeah, but
Right now,
LeBron James wasn't that bad though. In the playoffs, he wasn't that bad. Uh,
well, okay. I want to see what he does during this off-season work because he's
yes,
entering season number 3 right now. Okay,
and
your
and
off-season
I
work
honestly
matters.
think his dad kind of holding him back. Do you ever think his dad probably holding? I was talking to my own family about that. Do you ever think LeBron was holding his own son back and not letting
Yeah,
him be who he wanted to be?
yeah, okay, yeah. And now you have that chance. Now you
Yes.
have it.
Now I
Prove
want to
it.
see a year
Pro-
of how he works out with Dalton Connect and this young movement that they're creating
Bingo,
with LA. I want
bingo.
to see it.
And that and that was the thing that you needed was to do. Y'all needed was to do this from 2 years ago.
Yeah, I agree with
I
that.
said it after Darvin Ham was out the door. That was it. LeBron James gone. Thank you for your services. Anthony Davis, thank you. Gone for your thank you're gone. Thank you for your services. Let the other youth young players come in, and you built that. Right now,
I'm already calling
you
it. If he goes to Golden State, I'm already calling it. The first two games, LeBron gets hurt real quick. My groin, my sciatica, my groin. I can't wait.
hey, listen, you are the tribal chief of Lakers Nation. You shouldn't even be worried about that if he goes to Golden State. Because guess what? What matters to you is your team.
I still matter
If
about
he,
my own division, the Pacific Division. I give a shit.
oh, Pacific, yeah, well, Pacific Division, you watch go, yeah, you watch it, but listen, whatever
Hey,
it is,
hey, the Clippers did the right thing today. I will give them credit. They got rid of their problem, and thank God for that.
and they got somebody that picks back, so that they're going to be doing the youth movement as well. They're going through a youth movement.
Brandon Ingram is back, so that man is back in
But
LA. So we'll see what happens.
that's not. And then you got what is it? Something named somebody, Gordy Dick,
Gordy
and then you have
Dick.
then you get 5 picks to get 2 first rounds, two first round swaps, and a second round. Okay, you get your picks back. Now you can do a youth movement in Clipper Nation. Because guess what? Look what the Spurs did. The Spurs did a youth movement. They did a total knockdown, total demolition. Draft Wembanyama and Castle, and then you bring in vets to help out the youth.
I'm kind of
Look at
concerned.
that.
Okay, so I'm kind of concerned for the Spurs right now, currently. I don't think Yimi. I don't think Yamanama or sorry Wimby. I just don't see him la- endurance wise lasting long. I don't think his body's gonna hold up. I think he's got a good
Bro.
5 years before his body starts breaking down.
Already,
Yeah,
already,
I kind of like it to me like the way he shoots, the way it kind of reminds me of Kevin Durant in a lot of ways.
he's got to
Where
work it. He's got to work on that. He's got to work on the way he shoots and the way he takes care of his body. If you got to do anything, call up KG. KG already said it on his podcast. Hey, on KG Certified with him and Paul Pierce. Hey, Wemby, call me. I could work for you on some inside moves, or keep working with the Hakeem the Dream Elijah one. But you need to he needs to get some muscle on him
and by the way, this
because
is these Kamajit fans that I keep listening to are people do these shows that the Kamajits. The Kamajit fans, the reason we say those names, Kamajit like that is so you guys know insider. So here's an insider. We'll give you the playbook on this. Kamajit fans are basically fans that want to be fanboys that really don't take smart takes. It's mostly like, oh, LeBron James should stay as a Laker because they could sell out the arenas. They don't need LeBron James to sell out arenas. They're the fucking Lakers. Come on now.
the Lakers, you're the purple and gold. What?
That would be like saying LeBron James needs to go to the New York Knicks and play for the Knicks because they need to sell arenas. Out.
I can't believe I listen, Perk. Before you go there, NBA today. What the fuck are you doing? Why aren't we putting top 5 locations for for LeBron, and one of them is the Knicks? We don't want him.
The
He
Knicks
already
can't
said he
even
didn't want to
offer him that
come,
kind of money to begin with.
and we don't want him. He
He
already.
wants to be paid. He wants to be paid $50 million. He's saying, take it or leave it. Let him
We
go
are not
destroy
paying him that
Cleveland.
money.
Let me tell you
Yeah,
guys, LeBron
go.
James is going to destroy your franchise. He
Who
is
cares?
about money. He is about money and bleeding you dry. He's about money
Well,
and bleeding you dry. Not about being a team player. If he was a team player, he would go, "Hey, Cleveland, I'll take 15 mil for a year and give you my send off, and I'll move on with my life." But he's too good for that.
yeah,
He's too good
he
for that.
he sounds. He took good for it, and they talk about all top five locations. Number five, Knicks. I didn't see the other four locations. I'm like, okay, we just won a championship. Shut up. Why does everybody want to
And by the way, he doesn't fit the mold of Mike Brown because Mike Brown said they're signing their players and they're bringing in some pieces because they said they wanted to correct the turnover issues they were having. He did say this recently.
He did say that. I know.
He wants to bring a few ball handlers in the mid-level exception. He's not going to bring LeBron James is not a good ball handler. For shit's sakes. No. He turns over the ball a lot. And he flops all the time. Let's keep that for real. He flops all the time. Now, and here's the other thing that me as your tribal chief Laker fan here, the new ownership that owns the Dodgers wants to win. You're not going to win LeBron James. He said it. The reason they were going to part with him, the owner already said he's happy. If you ever hear him in interviews when he's being interviewed at Dodger games, he says he likes Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves. LeBron does not come out of his mouth until recently. And then he said, basically, thank you for your time. That's what he basically said. That's all he said. He didn't really care for LeBron. LeBron was a Janie Buss signing.
Yes.
And Janie Buss will take an L on that one. She was seeing stars in her eyes for LeBron and AD. And that's why it led to her selling the team. Let's just keep it real. That's why she sold the team. She couldn't do it anymore.
Oh, well, because of him. There you go.
Well, I'm not accusing her. I'm not accusing LeBron ruining her ownership. She was gonna sell the team eventually. They were worth too much money for her to not sell. And you know what she's doing? She's taking the money and she's putting it into all of her wrestling promotions. Oh, fun fact, Janie Buss is a wrestling fan. You didn't know that? Now you know she owns Women's of Wrestling.
Oh, it's WOW, okay.
Yeah, she owns that. She's the executive producer and owner.
Okay. Now, Women of Wrestling is a damn good promotion. It produced a lot of good talent.
You know who's there is Garrett. Sabrina Garrett. She was the face that ran the place for a while there.
Sarita Garrett, you said?
Yeah. She was there for a while. Yeah. I think she still is.
Oh,
they're regrouping after what happened with they're still regrouping after what happened with Tessa Blanchard and the whole fallout.
Oh, in Women's of Wrestling, okay.
Yeah, the whole fallout that happened between her and the executive producers. They haven't been back with a show. They're talking about bringing it back. Jeannie Buss was talking about getting the right talent squad. I wouldn't be surprised if they partnered. She was talking about how she likes Tony Khan, so I wouldn't be surprised if they partnered with AEW.
Well, of course. Listen,
and Janie Buss has got so much time on her hands now too, and I guess Janie Buss owns some other indie promotions out in the world of things too.
Santana Garrett, that's her name.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. And also, I didn't know this. Janie Buss was also she had some ties into Lucha Underground back in the day too.
Oh.
With being like her team or something like that in Boyle Heights, I didn't realize that. I was reading a whole thing on that. So Janie Buss has ties into wrestling. I wouldn't be surprised if she took some of her billions and built up a promotion of her own. Take Women's of Wrestling and build it. Good for her. And you know, Women's of Wrestling wasn't trash. And they actually were doing things out in the they were in arenas. Women's of Wrestling was in arenas and outdoor stuff. So they were no slouch company.
And they produced a lot of talent that eventually moved on to the big promotions, TNA, WWE, AEW.
Right.
You know who was there for a time? What's her name? Megan Bain was there for a time.
Yeah, she was.
And
by
Sky
the way,
Blue.
By the way, can I just say that I'll admit this. I splooshed myself a couple of times. I was sploosh when she holded the belt up up in midair when she won, and her
Yes.
and I just went, oh, that's hot as shit. I'm gonna
Lena
shut the
Cross.
fuck up. That was hot. That was hotter than shit. When they were doing the
Okay.
licking of the belts and shit, I went, oh damn, all right, damn,
Yes.
someone's getting a
Yes.
little hot in here, man. I'm just saying.
Divine Dominion is it. Divine Dominion. I don't care. Listen, TK.
I went like this. My goddesses, I will bow down. All right, I'll shut the fuck up now.
Yes.
Cause you know what, Megan Bain, when they're ready to pull that trigger, bro, larger than life. Larger than
Of
life. They're
course.
doing her better than Jade Car. Jade, my wig came off. Oh my god, where'd it go? Oh, it's right there.
No, but did you see the video? Did you see the video after the whole thing saying this my real hair and all that type of shit?
Yeah, she's trying to justify that she wears a wig and not wear a wig.
And then here go the politics. You talk so much shit that now you're not gonna win a championship for a while.
Yeah,
You talk
yeah.
so much
She went on podcast and started running like this is when she was part of AEW. It's coming back to roost, brother. This is what
about
happens.
Charlotte Flair and all that stuff. It's like you gotta have a certain decorum.
And by
You
the
thought
way,
Charlotte
Charlotte
Flair
Flair, I'm gonna be honest with you, during that match, did it on purpose. It was a receipt, and she also hit her in the face. For real, for
yes.
real. That was a receipt. I even
Oh
called it
yeah, that
out and
was
said, that's a receipt.
for what she did to Alexa Bliss.
Yep. And I also said for all the interviews probably, like, Charlotte Flair ain't fucking, you don't fuck around with Charlotte Flair. That's a fact.
No.
Because let's keep it for real. Charlotte Flair's been taking a back seat for the past 3 years. She even
No,
said it
she has
herself. She's
been.
having more fun being a backseat player right now than being out there. She likes the tag team division. She said it. She's having the best time of her career. That's what she was saying, like fun. She said it's all about the fun right now for her.
No, it
And
is. It is.
and
And
it
you know
looks like
what?
she's having fun.
And you know what? Good for her. Good for her because as good for her because
She
she
said
had
it
to
herself
bounce back.
on podcast. She said it herself. She said, "Look, I've won it all. Now it's just about having fun."
Good. See, now you realize now she realizes okay, there's just more to winning singles. Singles titles.
Absolutely. Oh, and by the way, I these Jay Cargill curmudgeons, I don't want to hear you guys. Jay Cargill's terrible on the mic. I've said this to you. Terrible. Oh, let me go back to my former group that I was a part of, the PWO. All those people told me Jay Cargill's the shit. Now you all look bad. Every one of you look bad. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. And you all said Jay
Oh,
Cargill was the shit, and AEW couldn't book her right. AEW covered her flaws. And now you're seeing it in WWE in live time that she's terror bad. I got told, oh, she's the next coming of China. You don't understand it. Oh, I understand it when I said she was trash. I told you she was trash. She is basically, I'm going to give it to you, and I love this man, and I'm going to go deep. She's the Andrew Bynum of fucking wrestling. And I said it.
okay.
Sorry, not sorry.
Okay.
I did.
Lakers
Shit. And
Nation.
by the way, she'll crawl back to AEW in 3 more years. Watch that play out. Tony
Wow.
Khan, take me back because WWE don't want me. I said it. Yes, yes. Come at the Wraith realm right here, baby. All right. I'll take it. I'll take it from you, good budget fans. See, you guys could do this to me all day.
What? Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time. He's black. Go on. He's bald. Does he look like a bitch?
All right. Enough said. All right. You guys, you all can roast me later after the fact.
Yeah. So and listen, we told y'all Jay Cargill's being politics out of now. Good matches. So there you have it.
Well, Jay Cargill
She was
shouldn't have run her
almost.
mouth, and she shouldn't have said she's the best ever. She trains hard. If all that work, you're putting all that work in, right, to train and all that, why do you still do the same fucking matches that you did in AEW? And then on
Yeah,
top of
yeah, I
it,
know.
WWE is trying so hard, and I feel bad for Meechin and BFAB. They're trying so hard to make her look good, and it's failing miserably.
It is.
Meechin looks like a freaking clown. You might as just have her go out and do the. You might as just have the whole nine.
Yeah.
It's sad. Meechin's gonna be on the sideline with her husband eventually.
Yeah. Yep, she is.
Did you ever wrestle? No, I trained to be a wrestler. I'll be honest with you, I did for a period. But I went into a different situation altogether. I went into the tech industry instead. I went to college. I did the other stuff. Same with wanting to be a boxer. I literally trained and I did the stuff. I was in the best shape of my life, and I decided, well, I want to go to college instead, do something my family has never done before. And I didn't stick in college very long. I went and got my A+ certifications, and that was it.
Okay.
Well, I'll put it this way: wrestling is no joke. It's orchestra, technically everything behind it. It's not for the faint of heart.
Yes.
I tell this to people. It's like it's like ice skating. If you fall hard enough on the ice, it's pretty bad.
Yep.
So China was a bad wrestler. China wasn't a bad wrestler. China was great. I met China.
China was good.
China was great. She made you believe, unlike Jay Cargill. Up in LA, buddy. Up in LA where they do the whole Ring of Honor stuff.
Oh, LA. Okay. Yeah. Oh, LA. You said.
Yeah, they have a training facility up in LA where they do the Ring of Honor stuff. Kind of like it's kind of in the same vein as Rikishi School.
Okay.
Because at the time Rikishi had a school too.
Yeah.
I didn't stay very long. I went for the consultation. They have you go in the ring. It's kind of like boxing, where you move around in a circle in the ring, and they have like you move back and forth in the ring, and then you do some conditioning, and then they get you down on the ground, and you practice flip flops and dives and shit like that. Yes, New Japan does too.
Of course.
I'm talking about original Ring of Honor. Original Ring of Honor had like dojos and shit out here in LA back in the day.
Yeah, because that's where all because I know that's where all the wrestlers they say used to.
I'm talking about
train back
I'm not talking like in the vein of Ring of Honor. I'm talking like a school, like a indie school. Like you pay $1,000 to be there, and then you pay $1,000, or they give you a consultation. It's kind of like how I'm gonna make it funny. It's kind of like going to Rex Kwon Do. If you ever watched Napoleon Dynamite, the movie, and you go and you take a consultation. Basically, they run you through everything, what you're gonna go through. They give you a little like free training to see if you're into it. And when I went to it, I kind of went. People are hitting headshots and whatnot, and I've already been in physical sports before, and I didn't want to take the opportunity chance. So I pulled out. I went into a different profession because my brain matters to me. I don't want to be in my 60s and not remembering shit. Or having like these CTE issues. Or now we're starting to realize that wrestlers are getting ALS. You know what I mean?
Nah, listen. Hey, thoughts and everything goes out to
Rebel,
Chris Johnson,
Chris Johnson, Revel, and yeah, seriously.
Man, I saw that man in a wheelchair, and I'm like, damn, this man is only 39. Look at that. This man is only 39, and he is, and he do- and he is and he's definitely a shell of himself.
Did I play football in high school? I did. In high school, I definitely played football. I was a defensive end. Then I went into a
Okay.
different. I went into a whole different sport. So they were asking me a question on the YouTube chat. Yeah, I went into a different sport called water polo. And water polo is underneath hockey, under the water hockey. There's some things in hockey in that kind of sport that's ridiculous. Like you get kicked in the head, you can get a concussion real quick. I was more of a bench player in water polo because I'm a bigger set dude. So my conditioning and everything. Yes, I was in the best shape of my life in high school, but yeah, I'm a bigger set dude. So I was the guy that they brought in when we were up like 2-0. Like
Okay.
I was kind of like the Bronny James, where they put me in the last 2 minutes.
They put you in the last 2 minutes. Damn.
Well, yeah, I was kind of the
Fred
I
was
was kind of
listening.
the C squad. Technically, I was the C squad. They brought me in just to filler.
Yes.
Kind of like at the end of the
Oh.
game when you're winning, when you're blowing out the other team,
Hmm. Oh
as to
yes.
see what they got with you before they send you back to like the minors and shit.
Oh yeah. That's what they
So
do.
Limehouse. Let's see here. I thought it was polo as seahorses. Oh no, hell no. It's hockey under the water technically.
Yeah, it's hockey. It's hockey on the water, baby. It's hockey
And
on
how
the
I broke my
water.
wrist many times. Well, I like soccer. I like football. So I like playing soccer and constantly diving for balls and things like that, and headers and different things when I played recreational ball. I broke my wrist many times, and I broke it once skateboarding. So being stupid as a kid.
Hey. Yeah.
Playing with his.
So
Let's get back on track on Jake. Like, look, I roast Jake Cargill any day of the week. The reason I do is because AEW did definitely hide her flaws. Well, I'll keep that real on this stream. They hide her flaws. WWE is not doing it very well, and it's starting to show.
Oh well, listen. As we said, WWE is just a lot of the people that used to do that kind of production work. They let them go.
Yep.
Now you got second rate, third rate folks working in the production department as far as that's concerned, and it's definitely showing on TV, on live TV to
Can we
be
have a
exact.
moment? Can we have a moment for TNA for a second here on this show? What the fuck is up with that Knockouts TV title? What the fuck are they
Oh
doing with
yeah,
that division? What are we doing? Oh, and they brought in Yuha Nation.
you
I'm
hunt me.
like,
Oh, okay.
I hope Apollo Crews works out for it. TNA, man. I'm
You
hoping
hunt Nathan with Apollo Crews and who else?
nobody else, just him coming in as that.
Well, listen,
And they're
TNA is
putting
just
him in the
another
X
one.
division, and I'm sitting here just going,
Yeah, listen, whatever.
TNA's
And then
really
now
getting
Mike,
TNA's trying to get desperate. They're trying to they're trying to find anything they can find to get viewers, because the last time I checked their stats on that, all that shit that everybody was telling me, oh, they're going to be the second promotion in the world. They're going to beat AEW. I don't think 98,000 viewers is really helping your ass.
no, and then now that we see Mike Santana is done with his run in TNA,
Yeah. They lost, I'll be
so
honest with you, they lost a lot of talent.
now Mike Santana, the next stop for him is WWE.
I will say this, hopefully it works out. I'm
Yeah,
hoping it works
well,
out for him. I think he's going to be NXT bound, though. I don't think they're going to put him on TV just yet, because they got Zilla Fatu coming in, supposedly.
that too. That too. He's already
I
yeah,
don't
well,
get these boneheaded moves, man. I really don't. For me as a wrestling fan, I don't get WWE's boneheaded moves. really don't.
But remember, it's not WWE. It's TKO, folks. TKO making those moves. Please. Now what? Zilla Fatu comes in, and he's gonna be joining the bloodline along what? Jacob Fatu and then, please.
I feel bad because
Just
Solo
another.
Sikoa is probably. I feel bad. I think Solo Sikoa will be part of those starting out firings coming soon.
Damn. Yeah. Well. Hey. Oh yeah. Cause somebody had just left WWE. I just saw that because somebody had just left because they had put it out there, and I'm like, oh, so they're gonna start now the second round of it. And Sean Ross Sapp was asked about Bailey. Is Bailey gonna be on the second round of cuts?
I see
And
this.
what were huh?
Are you reviewing Dark Side TNA? No. We just review shows. I don't review the documentary stuff that's out there like that.
No.
I really don't. I don't have enough time in my world. Like, to be honest with you, between all the shows I watch already, I try to pick and choose. And now doing this show with Smooth here, and we cover so much stuff in a matter of like 4 hours. It's very difficult to stick up with all the shows. That's why we said a couple weeks ago we're just gonna focus on AEW at this point, Ring of Honor, and MLPW and MLW at this point.
Oh yeah. Yep.
The main ones that people are really hyped up about.
Yep. And then you know we throw in an occasional GCW.
And New Japan, like I've been I've watched a little bit of. I've been watching a little New Japan Strong, so no complaints there.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right now you got New Japan. You have the G1 Classic.
Yeah, that's happening. By the way, too.
Yeah, G1 Classic still happening. So we'll see. Nick Wayne is not going to win that.
Nick Wayne's not going to win that. Wow.
I'm starting. It's like because
well,
I guess
I like. Okay, so in fairness, I like Nick Wayne. Like, let's just be like they're building him up nicely between Ring of Honor and New Japan.
Okay.
Because in Ring of Honor, because most people don't watch Ring of Honor. See, this is the problem. Most people out there don't watch Ring of Honor outside of you and I because we like, AEW and things like that. But people don't watch Ring of Honor, and then people go, oh, well, Leo Rush is doing amazing things that I could see. Then go watch Ring of Honor. You would know the actual storylines and things like that.
Yeah, no, I mean, no, they really don't because they're with like the main shows and all that.
Well, okay, so we've always said this before. Casual fans only watch the maybe one of AEW shows called Dynamite. One AEW show called Dynamite, right? And then they will literally go watch a Raw or SmackDown every week.
Yeah.
That's your casual fan. And then they'll turn around and have no idea what's going on at Collision. They'll have no idea what's going on at Ring of Honor. And then they'll want to stand on brand and tell me, people like me, oh, well, you're just a hardcore fan. And I'm like, well, don't act like you're then you'll have the fans of the world, the heels of the world that will turn around. I watch all the shows. What are you talking about? Obviously, you don't if you don't know what this wrestler A and wrestler B is. Like, come on, be a fan of the product. Have your foot all in the door. Don't be halfway into the door.
Come on.
That's what I laugh about some of these people that sit and only watch one or two show or one show, and then they'll say, "Oh well, I didn't know over here, man, that this was happening on Ring of Honor." Maybe you should watch the show because Ring of Honor is not that bad, and you can find it somewhere online. By the way,
True.
Just saying, or VPN it up, ladies and gentlemen. VPN. All you gotta do is tunnel into a different country. Like England, or France, or Canada, and all you got to do, my AEW app on your Apple TV, or Android box, or a Roku box, or if you have the TV, all you got to do is just get the VPN. There's a lot of them on the box. All you got to do is buy one for a month, or for a year, which is cheap. and all you got to do is just pretty much tunnel into a different country, and you get my AEW, you get all the pay-per-views and everything for a certain price. I think. I think they
That's what they.
offer. I think they bundle it in. I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't quote
Okay.
me on that. But I do know
Yeah.
you get like a whole package or something like that. A pretty nice sweet
Yeah.
package per week. Like I think on my
And
AEW you get I think you get live collisions and dynamites, I think. I could be wrong, Ring of Honors. I think. Could be wrong. Don't quote me on it. Don't I could be completely wrong. But I heard the
yeah.
my AEW stuff is pretty sweet.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it is. It is. And then now you got all these promotions, promotions that are coming onto the site. So definitely a good thing.
You know who's
Definitely a good
showing
thing.
you
And
know who's
then
showing you know who's showing up at MLPW, and I expect her possibly in Ring of Honor AEW coming soon is Nikki Storm.
Nikki Cross.
Nikki Storm. She's going by Nikki Storm. She went back to her old original
Okay.
name.
Okay, Nikki Storm. So she's
And
showing
she
up to
looks, and you know
MLPW.
what? Without all the makeup and everything, man, she looks pretty fucking sweet. Her
Oh
new
yeah.
get up and stuff. Man, I can't wait. Nikki Storm
Yeah.
was.
And
By the way, guys, before she was Sister Abigail and all that, she was Nikki Storm, and she was killing it.
Nikki
WWE
Storm,
watered her down.
yes, they did, because that's what they always do. They don't want this. They don't want that dark side of a person. Dark side. They want to water shit down. All right, whatever. Good. Hey, listen, WWE, you lost it, so she gets to do what she gets to do now. What she likes to do, what she does best, and also can't
Okay,
wait for
so who is the platform primarily designed for? It's for fans outside of the United States and Canada.
Stand Up
Subscription
for
tiers.
Canada.
Okay, let me read this to you guys. So subscription tiers depending on your region. This is courtesy of Gemini. I had to go type it in. So Gemini could be wrong,
Okay.
but it's pretty accurate. So I'll read this to you. Subscription tiers depend on your region and outside of U.S. and Canada. So it says
Okay.
descriptions depend on your region. You can typically choose between base monthly plans, and you get shows like Dynamite and Collisions, and also selective pay-per-views and the annual subscription. So live pay-per-views. So how to actually visit all elite experience page on the official. Okay, if you want the VIP stuff, so you get VIP tickets, you get VIP packages for tickets as well, part of it. And then I
Yeah.
guess you get pay-per-views. So if you go
Yes, you do.
outside of Canada or the United States, you actually get some pretty good sweet perks.
Oh
But
yes.
remember, but I'm going to tell you guys this, it's the same with if you tunnel to Netflix. It's not a guarantee thing. You could get your account deleted because they do go after people that do that kind of stuff. If you get detected.
Okay.
So just keep in mind, if you go that way and you want to watch all your AEW content that way, or you want to go watch all your WWE content on Netflix and you want to tunnel into Canada, let's say, or Zimbabwe or somewhere with like Proton or Surfshark or something like that, you have to be very careful. And by the way, you can watch
Yeah.
all the WWE content literally on Netflix. You can watch pretty much you can watch the major ones like SmackDown, Raw, NXT
NXT
live without
live.
having to
Yeah.
be without commercials. They put a standing by screen for you.
Oh yeah. I've seen that on the third party site when
Yep.
in the third party site channels funnels through Netflix.
Yes.
They don't funnel in the CW.
Yeah, so that's how that works. Arg me mateys, if you know what I mean. I can't say the actual word
Yeah.
for TOS reasons on platforms, but I'm giving you the drift.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, selling. You have to say arg me mateys or sail the seven seas. Oh, and by the way, fuck you, Sony. Fuck you and taking away content from people. We're gonna talk about that real quick, real fast, quick piece, and then we'll segue into something else.
Yes.
Sony, how dare you take away 500 movies from people? Licensed content. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, get used to it because you own nothing and you're going to love it. That's what these companies think of you. You're going to own nothing and love it.
That's right.
And by the way, read your EULAs because when GTA 6 comes out, make sure to read those EULAs because read every bit of it because you just own a license key. That's all you own is a license key. You don't own anything else. You don't own the game because they don't have the physical copy anymore. It's just a license key you get, and you enter it in on your PlayStation, Xbox, and that's it. Bob's your uncle. And then be very, very careful. And by the way, you're not even getting multiplayer. You're getting a single-player experience. So take 2 for that. They said it's not going to be prime time.
Yes. Oh, another way of gouging people in the eyes.
Yep. And by the way too. So just by the way, Sony taking just proves my point. I told you guys we're in a digital world.
Yep.
And Xbox, go fuck yourselves too. You're involved in this too. Because you just fired. If you haven't read in the news, Xbox did fire a whole bunch of people. They're talking about major game studios being laid off once again. So is Xbox as a brand dying? They still have Call of Duty. They still have Call of Duty, and it makes them billions of dollars. So it's a hard thing, but yeah, I said that. But segueing, we got to go back to. I know you wanted to talk a lot about free agency. You were. I know you wanted to talk about free agency.
So I'm gonna start. So let's start it off with John Morant being traded from the Grizzlies to the Trailblazers. Basically, they told John Morant, "We're gonna trade you to a team, but we're gonna get peanuts out of it." I was like, "Wait a minute. This is what happens with John Morant. See, John Morant, he fucked himself over because you wanted to go mess around. Because you go wanted to mess around and bring your homeboys and homegirls from your hometown and hang out with you and all that. And then when you break down as a player, guess what? Teams are saying we don't have any more value for you, but we're just gonna ship you away for peanuts." I looked at the deals for his former teammates in Desmond Bain and Jaren Jackson Jr. They got draft picks back. They got draft picks back in those trades.
Yes, they did. Memphis. I will say this: the 2 teams that made out was the Clippers today and Memphis. It was insane.
Memphis made out in the last 2 seasons, in the last year. Because they
also got salary behind that too. That's even more scarier. They're like team goodwill right now. They're like everybody's just dropping off all this shit at their doorstep and letting them have it.
Yeah. Well, listen, and then you're gonna have a healthy Zach Edey coming back into the mix. So now Zach Edey's gonna be your guy in the middle, and as a center. Then you build around
James
that.
Went to Tokyo to win Godzilla to win another. I got you. That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Honestly, I will say this: the Portland Trailblazers don't look that bad on paper right now.
They don't. I mean, you got what's his name? Scoot. For guards, you have John Morant, Damian Lillard, and Scoot Henderson. Well, one of those guys are gonna be gone. Because you can't have 3 guards.
I'm not gonna count out Rob Pelinka because Rob Pelinka could fill out the center position. We could be having another conversation. I'm not gonna say shit. I'm not gonna say shit because to be honest with you, to be real, LeBron was more of a Janie Buss thing, and Janie Buss kind of let him have free reign on what the team wanted. This is under the new era of the owner of the Dodgers, so we'll see what happens. The owner of the Dodgers wants to win, and he wouldn't have bought the team for $10 billion.
He's just not the owner of the Dodgers. He's the owner of the Lakers. The Lakers,
yes.
the enterprise. I would call it sports enterprise.
But
It's enterprise
I
group
will
with
say this:
Finland.
Rob Pelinka is on thin ice at this point. If he
I
doesn't
told
put up
y'all.
if he doesn't put a good team out there, I think his job. I think this is the year that his job may be on the chopping block.
Yeah. Well, listen. First it was Nico Harrison. Now Rob Pelinka. Ha ha. Ha ha. Hey
But Rob's
Rob,
got
you
a
better
well.
put
Rob
on.
has an opportunity right now to go sign Walker Kessler. So we'll see. But to me, I said I was part of the Walker Kessler chief. I'm the tribal chief. We'll see. We
You're
will
the tribal
definitely
chief.
we'll definitely see on what Walker Kessler does, and I really hope it's Walker Kessler. I don't think Doran. I don't think he would be the guy. I don't think he fits the mold of what Walker Kessler does, though. Walker Kessler
Yeah,
checks off the
but
pieces that
but the
Luca
one
wants.
but the one that hits me is they're not even gonna try to. The Pistons is not trying to re-sign Isaiah Stewart, aka Beef Stew, and they're looking for other teams to take Jalen Doran.
Well, the
I
one just
guess
went off
trade.
the one that went off the board was the one for the Utah Jazz. He just said,
Yeah.
"Fuck it, I'm just gonna go back to where I came from." That's what he did. He just said, "Fuck it, there's
Uh.
nothing there for me that I really want to go grab on."
So he's gonna go back to what his country?
No. He went honestly, he went back to he signed a new deal with the Utah Jazz.
Oh yeah. Oh no. I saw that.
Yeah, so he's back. He's back with the Utah Jazz. So he's off the free agency board. Valentutis, I think it was. Could I be wrong?
Yeah,
Name wise,
Jonas Valanciunas.
I think he's off
Jonas
the board.
Valanciunas.
He signed an extension with Utah. Went back.
Okay.
Walker Kessler's interesting because Walker Kessler supposedly's had it with Utah because they promised him kind of like what a Jokic was, like we're gonna build you a team around you to basically win trophies, and it hasn't
Listen,
really.
Yeah, and Danny Ainge, man, Danny Ainge, you gotta do something. You better do something.
Well, Walker Kessler walked off. He's a restricted free agent. He can do whatever he wants. That's why he's
Restricted free
facilitating
agent doesn't.
teams.
Okay. Well, qualifying offers on that. So yeah.
Well, I honestly think if he doesn't want to be in Utah, then I do see him on a different team. I could see Walker Kessler on the Lakers.
See,
We have the
were
money.
supposed to
We
get
have that LeBron James sweet money that LeBron James didn't want. That we didn't want to give LeBron. Can't blame the Lakers for that one.
Okay. Oh, this is interesting. Free agent Bojan Bogdanovic has agreed to a 1-year deal with the Houston Rockets.
Wow.
Oh,
Interesting.
okay. Dean Wade, the free agent forward, Dean Wade has agreed to a 4-year, $39 million deal with the Philadelphia 76ers.
The Kawhi
Several
Leonard trade, man, the Clippers made out on that one, to be honest with you.
I mean, Dean Wade got out of that dumpster fire in Cleveland and went to another dumpster fire in his Philadelphia 76ers.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, he signed. Yeah, I see this on ESPN. Yeah, Dean Wade signs a 4-year, $39 million deal. Feel sorry for him. He's going to one dumpster fire to another.
Exactly. Oh, so good. They will look. The Bulls was trying to get their free agent center signed, and they did. His Zach Collins. They agreed to a 2-year, $17 million deal for him to stay. Yeah. Luke Kennard. Oh, Luke Kennard is off the board. So.
I guess NBA's expanding. Their some markets for the NBA Europe leagues receive $1 billion. Sources say.
Yeah. Oh, Luke Kennard is gone.
Really? Where'd he go to?
Luke Kennard is gone. Free agent sharpshooter Luke Kennard has agreed to a 2-year, $13 million deal with the Phoenix Suns.
Yikes.
With a player option in the second season. Oh. Very
Yeah.
interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Keon. Okay, so Keon Ellis has agreed to a 2-year deal worth $18 million with the Brooklyn Nets. By the way, damn Julius Randle, you should have did better in the playoffs. Minnesota just basically gave you away for peanuts.
Oh,
That was another one.
they dumped him for nothing. They
They
were
dumped
like,
it for peanuts.
fuck out of here. We're done with you. Off with your head. We're
I
done.
was like, oh, off at your head. See, but that's what happens when you don't show up.
Yep.
That's what happens. That's what happens when your ass don't show up. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So Kawhi Leonard's deal is the picks. They received unprotected first round picks in 2031 and 2033,
That's a
2030
shame.
and
That's a
2000.
shame. That's a shame about Luke Kennard though, because Luke Kennard really said he wanted to stay. That's one off the board for the Lakers right there. That's a tough for me. That's a tough pill to swallow because I liked Luke Kennard.
Okay.
Yeah,
This just
that's a little tough pill to swallow.
okay. So this is this. So Shams also have here that the NBA will hold the NBA Cup championship game at Butler's Henkel Fieldhouse on December 11th next season. Why would they go there
I don't
again?
know.
If you're gonna promote the game, you're supposed to promote it in the NBA arena. How about Gamebridge Fieldhouse?
Have I watched the Smashing
Gamebridge.
Machine? Yeah, with The Rock. I've watched that. I've watched that movie. It was all right. It was on
Okay.
HBO. I glanced at it. I watched a little bit of it. I watched also the one with Chalamet,
Yeah.
the ping pong movie. I watched that. Seen it.
Remember you were talking about the center Robert Williams III that y'all were interested in?
Yeah. He signed. I knew that one. That he signed with somebody else, or he got
No,
re-signed.
he got re-signed.
Yeah.
So that means what's his name is gonna be trade bait. Donovan Clingan.
Wow.
Because if you sign Robert Williams III for a 3-year for $44 million contract extension, then you're telling us Donovan, you don't really believe in Donovan Clingan.
I guess
That's what
so.
that's what the Trailblazers are telling us. Is like Donovan Clingan's not that type of player. So why did you drop? You see, yeah, teams,
You got these bunch of teams, buddy. That's what that's about.
teams, man. And Donovan Clingan is that guy. He came from the school I root for, UConn, 2-time national champion, and you gonna screw him over like that? Yeah.
Obviously.
Oh, you like real, like
So
you know
costly
what?
Jalen Duran
Just
sign and
going,
trade isn't what the Lakers and Luka needed to contend aiming NBA rumors.
oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yikes.
But see the whole Jalen Duran thing to me, um, that became interesting because I'm saying to myself, maybe they should be working him um I would say, hold on, excuse me, I kind of froze.
You're good?
Yeah, with Jalen. No, no, not freezing. But I was coming with a thought. I would say that the Pistons would wait on at least have Jalen Duran work on this game because he's still a young player, and now you're looking to trade him. You see, once again, it's always come back to the point. These teams draft these players, and they don't know what to do with them.
Oh, here's another
Don't know
rumor
what
that
to.
Rui Hachimura is talking about leaving the Lakers too, man. Hey, you know what? Yikes. Big yikes.
Well. Okay, so whoa. Okay, so this is coming from NBA Central. The Detroit Pistons are likely to give Jalen Duran either a supermax or a regular max contract. Oh shit! They said here because he made third team All NBA Duran reached the higher maximum criteria that increased that maximum money the Pistons can offer up to 5 years and 287 million, a substantial bump from the previous 239 million he was eligible for. But he's unlikely to see either figure following an underwhelming postseason performance that ended with a 7-game loss to the Cavaliers. I'm like, so again, here we go. Here we go. You're
Yeah,
gonna play
yeah.
politics.
I don't really know anymore what's going on, as far as I'm
Here we
concerned.
go. Here we go again. Now you're gonna play politics with his money. What? Stop it. Stop. Then okay. If you're gonna play politics with his money, don't have him there. Send him to a team. Okay. If you're gonna do a sign if you do a sign and trade, how about you do a sign and trade with Sacramento?
So I guess there was productive call in the first call. That's why they're doing a second one with Dern.
With the Lakers.
Yeah, that's why they're doing a second one. And then Lakers prefer Walker Kessler over Durden, supposedly from reports that they want Walker Kessler more, but Walker Kessler wants a lot of money behind it.
Well, it's Walker Kessler. Walker Kessler's a good shooter from what I saw.
I honestly think if you're going to go after either one of the two, I would take Walker Kessler. And the reason I say this, I'll keep saying this. Walker Kessler's got that lob ability that Luka wants. Luka wants a lob ability. He wants the whole nine. But the thing is with that is, you're not going to get that with Dern like that. From what I've seen at Dern, I just don't see Dern being that guy that Luka wants. Walker Kessler gives all the checks on the boards.
Walker Kessler, okay. Stressed about Walker Kessler, blah blah blah. He got a QO today, okay. Well, but he's a restricted free agent, ain't he not? He is. That's what it says. Restricted free agents of his level always get matched, which means the only way he leaves is via sign and trade. Don't stress. This is coming from Purple Peaks. Well,
yeah, but he did also. Walker Kessler said when he left the door for the Utah Jazz, he says he wasn't really happy with the ownership, and he said he wouldn't take even if they matched, he wouldn't even take the offer. That's why all these big teams are now wanting him big time. I can't blame those teams because the center market's kind of shit.
Yeah.
And do you think Utah's gonna? Do you think honestly? Do we really think that Utah's gonna sit there and honestly, let's just keep it real? Are they gonna match if the Lakers decide to come in and offer the farm for him? I don't see that.
No.
Because I don't think Utah has that kind of money like that. Because we're talking to Danny Ainge here. Danny Ainge is kind of a cheapskate.
And now his son works in the front office with him as well.
Wasn't this the same Danny Ainge that said something about China and regretted every minute he said about it?
Yes.
And then looked stupid in the process?
Yeah, well, he thought he was thought it was a bit smart to do that, and he found out that's not how you do it. That's not how you do it.
I really, at this point, if Rui Hachimura walks away, then to me, it's kind of a toss-up what we do,
Yeah, because right now, they already lined up the teams that got better, and they lining them up as far as like order. So your OKC, they're retooling. They're gonna be there. The Spurs right now, they made their first move by signing Julian Champagny to a nice deal, 3 years, $45 million.
So Kenny Oblique Jr. is supposedly having a talk with us. Yeah.
Kelly Oubre. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Quentin
San
Grimes
Antonio
is also rumored to have a talk with us too, supposedly.
Yeah. But San Antonio, to me, they're retooling, so we'll see. but the talk that's gonna really pick up with San Antonio is the Dylan Harper, De'Aaron Fox situation
What is
because
it?
what?
Sandoro. I can't even say his last name.
Oh,
Sanduro. I guess the Lakers are interested in him.
okay. Oh, okay, Bones. Okay,
Nick
but
Smith Jr. The
but
Lakers. Nick Smith Jr. declined his. See, I don't understand this logic. Like all these people want to leave LA, but I don't understand this. You don't want to play with Luca? Come on now. You don't want to play with Luca and all that. Like, I just don't get that. I
I don't
really
know.
don't get
But,
that. That's wild. It's blowing my
but
mind.
okay, hold on. So why is it? No, I'm just looking at something here. I'm like, okay, uh, Knicks.
But
Somebody puts as a
so moving along, we're gonna talk about we're moving along. I did watch Raw. We did talk about AEW. AEW's show tomorrow should be interesting.
yes.
I'm it should be interesting theater. I'll put it that way with storylines and whatnot. But
Oh
I will say this. Serena Williams. We gotta talk about it. I was very blown
okay.
away and surprised. I was very blown away and surprised. She kept up. She was really rusty. I'll put it that way. She was really, really rusty, but she played phenomenal, I thought, for what her age is and what she could bring to the table. I said she was going in with too much confidence. I said that. She was coming in with
Okay.
too much confidence, and she didn't really play those major tournaments beforehand, the ones the outside that led into the Wimbledon. I do think personally, give her a couple of other tournaments behind that leading into the U.S. Open. I think she'll be pretty good. She'll get out of the first round. I honestly think Serena needed more time to build up that muscle memory and everything. And I know people are going to say, oh, well, she's the GOAT. Oh, she's this. I'm like, yeah, I agree with you. 100% agree with you. But when you haven't done it in a while and then you're trying to do it again, and you could tell today she was very rusty, or yesterday, very rusty.
I did see the highlights, and I looked at that. And I said, okay. And Coke, yeah, I see. What's her name? Won her first round match. Coco Golf.
Coco Golf has to do something here because I was saying this. I said the same thing about and Blake Shelton, or sorry, yeah, Shelton. He literally threw a goose egg today. Number 4 in the world, lost, and he's sitting on the
Yep.
podium crying, like he blew it. He knew he blew it, and I'm like, bro, you blew it. How do you allow that to happen, brother?
Well,
And
that's what that's
he's
what
been the
happened.
other one that's been throwing goose eggs. I'm like,
Uh,
man, they're already claiming
and,
Taylor Fritz and the other dude, the one that rips his shirt off all the time,
oh yeah,
Tifu.
yeah, Tiafo.
Tiafu, thank you. I call him Tifu. I don't know why.
I think his name
I
is
like him.
Francis.
You know, Francis,
Francis,
I
Francis
really enjoy
Tiafo.
him.
Now he's fun.
I
He's
also
fun, but you got to
I
start
like Fretz. These guys got to show up, man. I'm telling you, Team USA
like
in these tournaments got to show up.
because now you can't be throwing those goose eggs. You can't.
No, no, hell no,
So
hell
okay, so
no.
today we had okay, so I'm looking at the men's. Okay, Paul, we got three Americans playing. Two of them is ranked in the top 25, and then you have doubles. Oh, Francis Tiafoe plays, in about in a little over 2 hours from now. So Francis Tiafoe will be playing at 7:30 a.m. Eastern, which is 4:30 a.m. Pacific.
Oh, and by the way, if you guys are seeing all the Lakers news and you guys are concerned, well, we should be concerned. Hopefully, the Lakers get some players that want to come play. Well, let's see what happens. You know what I mean? I'm hoping they
Y'all,
get some players.
You all will get to players. Y'all get it. Oh, so, okay, Sabalenka. Sabalenka
Sabalenka did
plays at
well.
8 o'clock.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
playing.
yeah,
She won. She blew out somebody.
yeah. She did, and then she's playing. She's up at 8 a.m. Eastern, 5 a.m. Pacific. Okay, that's okay. Coco Golf. She's playing at 9:30. Okay,
I'm
you
waiting to
got to
see
do
what
what you got.
Serena. I'm waiting to see what Serena and Venus do in their doubles on Wednesday. I'm kind of fascinated with that.
They said Thursday.
Thursday.
Let me let me see. I'm looking. Wait, it's double. Hold on. Let me
I thought
see.
doubles was
Double.
Wednesday.
Okay, hold on. No, I'm look. Oh yeah, Thursday. I was right. Thursday. Yep, Thursday. I remember seeing that. I'm like, I remember seeing that on the on my ESPN app notifications that came through the phone because it said that her singles run is over. She lost in the first round, and now she will focus on the doubles with her sister on
Yeah.
Thursday. So there it is, Thursday. They don't know what time they're gonna put that. So we'll see. But the top guns have to show up because Alcaraz is out with an injury.
Well,
It's
Alcaraz is
wide
rumored.
open.
Okay, so Alcaraz is coming back. U.S. Open. They're saying that he's going to be at these tournaments leading up to the U.S. Open. So they said his injury is healed faster than they expected, and he
Okay.
was already at the practice facilities, already the tennis practice facilities that he trains at, already hitting
Well,
balls and whatnot.
it's gonna be well. Right now, Wimbledon is wide open, so
It's going
we'll
to be
see.
interesting.
Because I don't. Yannick Yannick Sinner Yannick Sinner will be the. Well, he
Well,
will be
I
the.
thought
He'll
Yannick
definitely.
Sinner was gonna. So I watched it live. I thought Yannick Sinner. Honestly, I really thought for a moment there that
He was.
he was gonna
He was gonna go
lose.
down,
Well, he went
and then
down
he.
kind of with an injury. It was kind of wild. He kind of went down and was clutching himself.
Oops, yeah. But you know what too? And you know what too? It's very hot. They said it's very hot in
Slick
a lot in Europe.
and humid. Yeah, slick, humid,
Very hot.
and yeah.
Very hot. Because the heat's been because what it is they count it by Celsius. So they said it's reaching towards like 47 degrees Celsius.
Yep.
Yeah. So with it, a lot of those players they're not used to the heat in Europe, and then there's no AC to go along with it neither. You see, it gets very political on that part. So when you talk about no AC and all that and what they're doing, but to stick with the sports on it, yeah, those conditions right now, yeah, it's good to play outside while it's warm, but it's very hot. It's
Absolutely.
very hot. It's very hot at the All England Club. So yeah, I could understand that. I could see Yannick Sinner probably probably was dealing with cramps. Not so much of an injury.
Probably. Well,
It was
okay,
cramps.
so all right, so we'll segue. So we've talked about the draft, we talked about AEW, um,
Tennis.
we talked about tennis, we talked about uh I'll just say you guys segue into technically this new show that AEW is trying to plan a different pay-per-view. I guess it's gonna be called Death's Door. It's
That's
gonna be a
still okay.
follow-up to I guess it's gonna be a follow-up to I guess my understanding it's going to be a follow up to Forbidden Door.
Okay.
So is that going to be somewhere? Is Death's Door going to be something that they do next year? Wouldn't that be the big? Wouldn't that be their big moment if they're going to go like that?
That
Death's Door. I'm assuming if Death's Door, if we go that way, right?
yeah. I would
Um,
say Death's Door. Okay, let me. I'm checking. No, I'm just checking it out around here. Okay. So what do they got? Okay, what? Okay, Forbidden Door. No, I was looking for it too. And listen, Jay White looks good. And I gotta say, Jay White looks good, man. Coming off an
it's good. It's
injury.
good to see Jay White back. I was very impressed. I think that's going to set up for a good feud there with the dogs. I really do believe that.
Of course, they
And it
had to have
also
that feud.
and also too, it also helped out that the fact that it also helped out as well that you had as well they protected Edge and or Adam Copeland, and yeah, it was
Open cage,
really
yeah.
very
Yeah.
very very good on that.
I was I was like, okay, you know what? At some point during the match, we know the Shillelagh's coming out. It's just they're gonna say when, and then all of a sudden, because remember we spoke about Jay White coming back.
Right.
We discussed about this leading into Forbidden Door. He said, and you said to me, Jay White could make an appearance at Forbidden Door, and I said, interesting, because now you got the full Bang Bang Gang back together. So why not have him come back? That's if he's cleared. And then what we got came to understand that from it, he was cleared a few days before Forbidden Door,
Right.
and
All right.
nobody.
So I will say this about AEW, right? So I'll say this right now. AEW looks very interesting, and we talked about this, and you brought it up earlier, and I didn't answer the question. Do you think you asked me? Did you think Bailey's going to be released? I definitely think so. Because what is there for Bailey to do anymore? She's been palling around. She's got to have that final feud with what's her name, right? They're probably going to set
Lara
that up
Hoffman,
for. They're going to set that up where I think Bailey's going to put her over.
yeah, SummerSlam.
Because after SummerSlam, usually the releases happen at that point.
Bingo. That's what because
Usually.
remember what happened? Because remember last year it was Cherry and Cross, Killer Cross. Right after that match at SummerSlam, he was released. Not
Now,
released,
you're
but
now you may be asking, okay, if you say Bailey's getting released, then where would she go next? Honestly, AEW, and she fits in like a glove. She could be a TBS champion if they wanted to make it that way. She can go over to Ring
yes.
of Honor and do some things there.
And then
You could pencil her in with New Japan Stardom if you wanted to go that far. There's so much you could
true,
do with
true.
her.
And then and then too, we'll see what they do with her now boyfriend Javon Evans.
Wait, she's got a boyfriend, Javon Evans?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Didn't know that. Wild.
Oh yeah, yeah. Javon, yeah. That boy's bouncy boy. I was like, that boy bouncy. You got BBL, you got BBL Bailey boy. You got that BBL Bailey
But
on
I
the
will
way.
tell you,
So
I will tell you this: Redemption looks interesting because we may see some debuts. Got a lot of people coming off their 90-day non-compete clause coming soon.
not
New
yet.
Day's
But
one of them.
no, not yet. New Day. Remember, New Day got released when May. Their 90-day non compete ends in August. The first week in August.
Oh, okay.
No, because they got released May 2nd, along with JC Mateo, Tangaloa, and a few others. So their non compete is over um August, between August 1st and 6th.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
I would look I would look for them to debut after that. But for those wrestlers coming up with their 90-day competes, their own comes up April 25th, 26th. Oh, wait a minute. July 26th. We already know some of those non-competes get done. Oh, brother, we want to.
Well, here's my thing. Chauncey Blackheart's been doing things with Leo Rush, right? So, and by the way, guys, I'm gonna tell you this right here,
Yo, hold
right
on, hold
now.
on, hold on, hold on. Oh, go ahead.
I guess
I
I'm
gotta
part of
say
the
something about
fandom.
Leo.
I guess I'm the fandom of Leo Rush. I guess people have said this about
Go
me.
ahead,
And the reason
go
the
ahead.
reason why I do this is because the reason why I'm all about entertainment, right? I'm not about this circus shit. And I'm sorry. I apologize to a lot of people. If you like Danhausen, great. I'm happy for you. But for me,
Bro,
I want the all
bro,
around package.
what the hell was WWE doing during Night of Champions when you had Danhausen and Liv Morgan show up in front of each other on the on a, in the on the damn entrance ramp. You saw
I
that?
yeah, and it was so it came off botched.
What the hell was that? What do we understand? Liv Morgan is the women's world champion, all that, blah blah blah. But damn, what you're gonna apply a curse now to her? So now, guess what? She loses the match, and we know that she's gonna lose the women's world title, and she's out of the Judgment Day. Bye bye. You just gave it all away, WWE, and you didn't even know that.
I'm gonna
Oh no,
shut
not
my mouth because
WWE.
my co-host is cooking right now. I'm just saying,
Not not
I
no
don't have to
no.
speak.
Not
He
W.
took the words out of my mouth.
Not WWE. TK fucking O. You did this shit. You let Danhausen come out there and what? Apply a what to Liv Morgan? Oh no 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 no. You just basically said Liv Morgan goodbye from the Judgment Day because you know what's gonna happen. Roxanne Perez. We called it here, ladies and gentlemen of the audience of the IWC, YWC, and of this show. We called it here first. Here comes the turn. Liv Morgan will be out of the Judgment Day come SummerSlam, and Roxanne Perez will be the one to put the knife behind her fucking back.
Wouldn't it be something if Liv
Oh,
Morgan brings back, or not Liv, Roxanne brings back Finn Balor? Full circle.
that is right. And it's coming. Dominic Mysterio, you're dead meat now, bitch. You wanted to play
Well, they're
around
gonna
and
turn.
say,
They're gonna. What they're gonna do is they're gonna turn it face. Watch
turn Dominic
Watch
Mysterio face?
Dominic Mysterio. Watch what happens with Donna. I can't even say his name properly. Dominic
Dominic Mysterio.
Mysterio.
Dominic,
Watch when they bring him back, and watch how he turns face with her.
yeah, he's gonna turn face. Nah, he better
No, because
apologize for his
how they're
game.
gonna play this whole storyline is Liv Morgan's gonna be tossed out on her own accord.
No,
Watch,
but
they're gonna do like the you remember how Eddie Guerrero used to do to the women that he used to date. You remember that?
yes. Well, here's how you play this out. Dominic Mysterio
And
now
watch
has
Liv more watch what's her name kiss her man.
oh, you mean Liv Morgan?
Roxanne Perez. Watch Roxanne Perez kiss her man. Watch her do that. Watch Mysterio kiss her. Watch.
Dominic Mysterio what?
Watch her kiss Dominic on
Oh
purpose.
shit.
Watch
Oh
Liv Morgan
shit.
lose. Watch Liv Morgan lose everything, and they do this whole spiraling down shit like WWE typically does.
But how are you gonna turn see and you can't turn Dominic Mysterio face because he says but he remember he still have to play up that storyline with him and his father. How are you gonna end that? He's gonna have to apologize. That's the only way.
That's what they're gonna. Okay, so in fairness, that's what they'll do. You watch. It's
Okay.
WWE. It's this creative fucking crap booking that they're doing. Watch Liv Morgan go down
Okay.
all the way to the bottom of the barrel. I wouldn't be surprised if they treat Liv Morgan like a fucking Baron Corbin.
Oh yeah, yeah. But
Because that's
she
true.
but she
But that's the thing. That's what I don't understand
no
about
no
this.
not,
And honestly,
not
take
even
a look at
only
Rhea
that.
Ripley right now. Take a look at Rhea Ripley and her booking right now. It's all over the place.
It is.
Io
They don't
Sky's booking is all over the place. Why did you give her the fucking thing, right? And then have her go,
yes.
I want that title, guys. And it's like, what? What are we doing? What? What?
Oh, hey. Play the drop, please. What? Are you kidding me? Play the drop, please.
Stay off.
Oh, this one. There it is.
I mean, what? What? And you got to be kidding me. I mean, you sit down.
Thank you. Go sit down somewhere and tell the people what you've been doing with your booking. Oh, but that's right, TKO. You said everybody should enjoy the show that you put out there, which is trash. And you know what? I had to watch after Night of Champions. I watched Brian Alvarez. How about that? Shout out to you, Brian Alvarez, because you basically told us that you had to walk out the damn room during Night of Champions and you couldn't even watch the shit straight.
Bro, I am watching. Okay, we're at the tail end of the show, so I'll give you a segue to a topic.
Okay.
All these fucking YouTubers, man, fucking these gumudgeons.
JD,
All
JD,
these guys
oh,
now,
wait,
all of a sudden, WWE's not to
hold
your liking, so we're gonna hop
on,
on
hold on,
the.
hold on. JD from NY206, you curmudgeon, you talked about AEW so horribly since you
Hold
got
on,
kicked out
hold
of.
on, hold on. You gotta, if you're gonna talk about JD, you gotta talk about his universe. We gotta talk about Solo Monster. We gotta talk about his other
Oh,
budget. They all do the
oh,
same shit. They're like the
okay.
like the
Well,
three posse over
oh,
here.
well, whatever. JD the leader.
Look,
I go for the
I'll go with you.
jugular.
3MB. They're the 3MB of the YouTubes. All right.
Yeah. Okay, I go for the jug. Okay, him, Solomon, and who else?
Chi-Town Smart. They all do the same shit.
Those idiots.
All the same thing. They're all like, "Oh, WWE sucks. Oh wait, WWE's great. Oh wait, AEW's so good now."
Yeah. You JD from NY206, the leader. Oh, you're the leader. Yes, you're the leader,
Yeah, I'm
dumbass.
mocking
You're
all three
short.
because they all do the same shit.
You're short curmudgeon. Now you turn around and says this was one of the best shows AEW has put out this year. Well, hold on
Bro,
a second.
go watch.
Wait,
He's such a
wait,
hypocrite. Go watch all of his other
hold on,
shows.
hold on. But hold on there, man. You got kicked out of a medium scrum. What was it? 5 years ago? Because you asked
Yeah.
a dumbass question. Because you asked a dumb fucking question to TK, and TK looked at you like you was stupid and kicked you out, and they never invited you back again. You see, you could have been invited back into the scene again, but then you went ahead and you had this little vindictive attitude talking about AEW and AEW is so horrible, but WWE was so fine on a little uprise, and you went after the wrestlers. You didn't just go after AEW wrestlers. You went after WWE superstars to the point that they
Wasn't
had
he
to
the one?
put on.
Wasn't he the one that he had a fight with Dax Harwood and FTR, and he was like really
Yes,
losing his shit over them, trolling,
yes, yes, yes. It was him. I remember that.
and
I
then he had
remember
to
the fact that
go. Then he had to go at Dave Meltzer for giving positivity about AEW shows. Wasn't it? Wasn't it
yes,
the same dude? Like, come on! Like,
yeah,
we gotta call a
yeah.
spade, a ball, a strike, a
But, but,
strike.
but, but, but wait, the cherry on the top. You were the same one, JD from NY206, that went after Mercedes Monet and hit her so personally to the point that she had to call up TK, and her cousin was to get you removed from her match.
Well, I guess he got
Since
brought back. He got brought back to House of Glory, and he got booed. Like, he got
no,
hella booed.
they brought him back. They brought him back to apologize. They didn't bring him back to do. From what I'm seeing, they didn't bring him back to announce. He hasn't been
Wait,
announcing.
let's just keep it for real. He's in the same clown show. He does the same shit as Jonathan Coachman too. That's another guy that I'm getting real tired of too. Take your
Coachman.
take your bullshit and take your bullshit and get out of my face. I'm kind of tired of
At
Jonathan
least,
Coachman shit too.
well, we haven't heard much negative criticism from Vince Russo because he's playing business party lines because he wants his JCW to be part of my AEW. So we get you on that, Vince. Okay, you're playing
Okay,
business
so
business.
in fairness, I do want to see JCW on fucking my AEW. No offense.
Yeah. No. But I'm
So if
saying
he wants to
he's
go
not gonna.
kiss his ass, I'm not going to complain over that.
No. I said he's playing party politics, business politics.
You know what? I'll also say this too. In all fairness to all that too, I will also tell you, there's some good talent over in JCW land.
Of course, of course.
Like
That's why.
James Storm. I'm like, why has James Storm not been brought into AEW? He's a fucking legend.
What?
And
Wait.
yeah,
James Storm is still kicking.
Yeah, he's over in
Man.
GCW. I've not watched the episodes. He's over there kicking,
Okay.
drinking
James
his beer,
Storm.
and he's in the best shape of his life. I'm surprised why he's pushing almost 50. But I'm like, why don't you bring this dude in?
Meanwhile,
Give him a
meanwhile, his
run.
former partner. Meanwhile, his former partner's now retired and he can't wrestle anymore. Bobby Roode.
Yeah. Well, no, Bobby Roode was medically cleared, by the way. He was medically cleared.
Okay.
He chose not to come back. He said he was officially done.
Okay.
He wanted to go into producing matches and be a coach. He did say that.
Well,
In
James,
fairness, he did
listen,
say
James.
that.
Okay. So, well,
And,
hey,
and
what a
James
good
Storm, the way he says it is, he says it why he still wrestles is because of the money for his kids, his wife. He says he's got things to pay, and hey, things are not cheap. He says it all the time in interviews. He says he's got to do what he's got to do.
Of course.
If he
The
could still
Cowboy
go,
the cowboy from Leapers Ford, Tennessee.
well, my whole thing is, look, when it comes to all these content creators, right? These ones that are all kissing Tony Khan's ass. These are the same people that were talking all this mad shit.
That's what I was
All these
saying.
good budgets. We're talking all this mad
That's what
shit.
he
How
was
bad
talking.
AEW
That's
was.
what. And that's what we're saying. I mean, they're the same ones that went to media scrums and asked stupid questions, got kicked out of media scrums from AEW pay-per-view media scrums, and you talk a whole lot of shit about the product. You say Adam what was it one time? Oh, Hangman Adam Page is not a main eventer. What? What was you thinking?
Well, I guess Adam Page took time off of wrestling to get himself right and heal up.
Yeah, but I mean at a
And
time
here's another thing they're gonna do, and I have a feeling they're gonna pull this. They're gonna make you forget that he said I don't want to fight for
oh yeah.
titles anymore. They're gonna make you forget that. They're
No.
gonna probably do something where they reiterate or reinstate him to have a chance at the title.
Oh yeah, no. Listen,
You definitely
we
know it's
all
gonna be kayfabed.
we all know that it was kayfabe for him to get time off, but they can't say that he was time. But they couldn't say that. They couldn't say that. They had to play it as well. He can't wait for the title again, just to get you in, just to get you hooked, get you hook, line, and sinkered for something. But in reality, listen, he's gonna be back into the title picture at some point when
I'm
at
gonna tell
whatever
you. I'm
point.
gonna tell you guys. I'm gonna make a wild prediction. I've been telling this man for a while, my co-host, and I'm gonna just be real with you guys. I really do see. I do see another AEW show coming, and I do definitely see it on Fox. I do.
Well, and
With
like
the
I
whole
said,
deal
and
with the Roku that they just got, and supposedly TK has been asked about the Fox, and they said they were really high up. I could see them handing him a fistful of money for another show.
okay.
Now
Now
you may be asking, well, why would they do that? Because Fox said they didn't truly want to get out of wrestling. They just didn't like the business deal that they did with WWE.
because yeah, that's
They
what they
called it
basically.
bad money. They said it was bad money because they were sold up on the idea that they were going to get millions and millions of views. And it never
But
panhandled that way.
but my thing is, if you're gonna put AEW on Fox, then that means, well, AEW programming on Fox. That means you're gonna have to change the rating. You're gonna have to change the viewing audience rating, like TV 14 or whatever it is that you're gonna put TV PG.
Well, no, I'm talking about a new show. I'm not talking about the shows that they have now. I'm talking about a new
Oh no,
show.
well,
But that could
but
also be Ring of Honor though. Think about it in that way. It's an AEW product. Could be Ring of
okay.
Honor.
If you're looking at Ring of Honor, yes, not no AEW show, but that they gotta be pissed. They gotta be saying piss and
But
shit.
also Fox has been on the record. Fox also was on the record of saying about views. They also said, why did they not go more edgy? Fox did request WWE to go a little bit more edgy. And WWE said no because of
Oh,
sponsors.
Okay, so basically, Fox will allow
Because
the cursing then.
Fox wanted originally on their television, they wanted WWE to be a little bit more edgier, more about mature content, more like
Okay.
how they do their top shows on on a Thursday night.
Like with all the if it's like that and you're gonna have all the cussing, then I can see it. But if
And
you
I
ain't
don't
gonna have
think
the
they would.
cussing,
I honestly don't think Fox would put them on the main shit though. They'd put them on a Fox One. I don't think it would be a
okay,
main.
because
I don't think it would be a main thing. That's why I'm thinking it'd
uh,
be more. I would think it's more of Ring of Honor
because you
show.
still yeah. If you're gonna do Ring of Honor, that could be on Fox. I mean, should
Because
it draws a lot?
the whole giveaway on that is they put them on Tubi, and then the next minute you got a Roku deal. So it tells me that there's some type of talks in the background, and it also tells me that TK has always kept things to the vest.
Yes. So he's not gonna really tell too much about it until when it's time to do so. But like I
Um,
said,
and for him,
it-
and I
it-
also think, and I get flack all the time for this. Well, what about Paramount? What about Paramount? I think Tony Khan wants to see what a wait and see moment is because we don't know. We don't
we
know
don't
what's
know.
been said. And David Ellison could I like this product because David Ellison's already talked to what's his name that runs the DC universe saying he wants to keep it the same and not change anything.
Okay.
So we don't James Gunn, so we don't know. I honestly right now they're fucking up a lot of things Paramount is, and now they're going to go into CNN and fuck that up. Um,
Yeah.
they're going to
Listen,
fuck
it's
up a
all
lot
it's
of
all
aspects of Warner Brothers Discovery. So this first year, I'm not already happy with that with Paramount, but it's kind of
because
like I want to see what they do with AEW because again, we could be having a different conversation in the next 6 months. We could be looking at AEW on Paramount staying. We could see AEW on Fox. We could see AEW on Amazon. That's the whole thing here because Amazon's been high up. They've had talks with AEW before. This is not the
yes.
first time. And to all the
Yep.
people that I used to tell me, "Oh, I don't know what I'm talking about." I was right about the Warner Brothers Discovery deal here on this channel. I covered it. I was right about Amazon, wasn't I? Because the pay-per-views, I said the pay-per-views was a starting block for them to have a show on there. Then I said
Yeah.
Fox, guess what's happening? They're on Tubi. So your boy has been right. And I've been telling you this for a while. And a lot of people don't want to listen to reason. A lot of people want to go, "Oh, well, this," or "Oh, well, it's that." It's like, look, it's not WWE. WWE is a public traded company. There's
AEW
a
is
difference.
privately traded.
Yep. There's a
AEW
difference.
is a privately traded company, which means they can explore whatever they want under that time. WWE
Right.
can't do that because they have a lot of they have a lot of stock traders that's that's
Absolutely.
that's what that's very much um that are very much invested in the product, so they can't move around unless they speak to the traders and investors. So that's where WWE is in the here and now, and AEW can be able to make those moves by having its own platform and having other promotions to come into its platform to watch,
Right.
other products, and
Absolutely.
not just theirs with exclusive content. So basically, that is where you have it. So, and Club WWE, I don't see it as that because remember, if you have a Club WWE, that's just gonna be for merchandise, um, contests, VIP tickets, all of that. They can't do as I would say streaming like that because they have so many streaming partners.
Well, okay, so to be honest with you, if we're going to go there, we're going to be real about it, right?
Okay,
If we're going to be real about this, WWE kind of isolated the fans. They've kind of fucked the fans over dirty hardcore in the
that's what
paint.
it is.
They're on
Yeah, that's what they did.
ESPN. They're on Netflix. They're over here. Then Saturday night's main events over on Peacock. It's maddening. And now they're talking about working over here. Then they're talking about doing the White House lawn like UFC did. It's like, what the fuck? Here's my thing with WWE. And then they're talking about house shows again. Oh, we're going to bring them back because people are not really coming to our shows. Well, you priced the consumer out. You kind of bullshitted everybody.
And what did you
and your
expect?
stories lines have not been good.
Yeah, it sucks.
And when you have people like Braun Strowman that has to come out and tell you that your shit sucks, you know it's bad.
Yeah.
And Braun Strowman had to tell you that Roman Reigns, he literally shit on Roman Reigns on his own timeline. So you know it's bad. Braun Strowman took some jabs.
I gotta see what he said about
he made some sense. He said the booking, putting him behind a bloodline just shows that he can't do it on his own. That's what he was saying.
This is what we thought. This is what we talked about. This is what we discussed. What you give him a title now, he's got the title, and you got people that's protecting him. So here we go.
Right. And Roman Reigns did, and honestly, Roman Reigns did come out and literally say what he said. I mean, just saying, he came out and said that he's the guy that runs the place. And then you have Jey Uso saying, well, I'm untouchable, but that just got shown that you're not untouchable, buddy.
You're not.
Because you tried that move that you did on Gunther. And by the way, you're using Gunther's move. It's not something new. Stop saying it's something new. It's Gunther's fucking move. Like a dumbass.
That's true.
It's Gunther's move, and all you're doing. And I think also, too, and by the way, shout out to AJ Styles and his son. His son looked phenomenal. I saw the footage. Looked phenomenal as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Like, shout out to AJ Styles. Like, I like, his kid kicks ass and chews bubblegum, man, and he's fast. Dude can fly. Like, absolutely can fly in midair. It's insane. Now, do you think he's WWE bound? Do you think he's WWE bound, or is he going to go do the whole AEW thing?
Well, if his father's in WWE, then you already know. That second generation talent, WWE is not going to let that go. They're going to watch him They're going to watch him, and then see him develop, and after that, they bring him in. Because from what we saw as well, another second generation athlete is also doing it, and that's Gage.
Yeah, that's gonna be it. I'm kind of interested in how Goldberg's son's gonna work. But the difference is between Goldberg's son and Goldberg, his son's not running his mouth like his dad's doing. Oh, Triple H is this, that, and the third. Gage just wants to wrestle. He doesn't care where it's at. But he's training in WWE, but he did say that it doesn't have to be WWE for him to wrestle. But I think it's going to be, I think you're going to see him in NXT, though.
Yeah.
There's no foregone conclusion on that. Anything Goldberg says any time about WWE is just stupid. It's kind of like Ryback.
Yeah. Yeah. You got Ryback.
And you just shake your head.
Bully Ray. Shut the fuck up. The hell you complain about?
Well, Bully Ray does it. Okay, in honesty, he does it to flare up the audiences.
No, because the IW, because a lot of the wrestling fans and also the YWC came after Bully Ray, and they told him, "Yo, why you got a problem with John Moxley for? What is your issue with him? He's doing what he's supposed to do, and you're supposed to do what you're supposed to do."
Well, here's the thing about Bully Ray, and I'm not sticking up for him, but I had a chance to listen to a lot of people, a lot of big professional names. This is what he does. He does this to create buzz, kind of like Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith took a shitty take about LeBron James, and he got clowned for 5 days.
Oh yeah. And and speaking of Stephen A. Smith, along with Kendrick Perkins, You don't want to mess around with Mr. Marcellus Brown. Mr. Marcellus Brown is a former boxer, and he's the father of NBA champion and NBA Finals MVP Jalen Brown. Did you see the
On it,
damn stage 45? Yo, did you see
yeah,
the stage
yeah, I
45?
did, and you know what? I'm gonna say this.
Okay,
I'm gonna say this real quickly.
go ahead.
Stephen A. Smith. I'm just gonna say this to you, buddy.
He gonna knock your ass
Say
out.
what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time. He's black. Go on. He's bald. Does he
What you gonna
look
say?
like a
Stephen A.
bitch?
Smith what?
What?
By the way, that's Jalen Brown's dad to you right now because yeah, Stephen A. Stay in your lane, dog. Because lately, your takes are horrendously bad. And I
And you
know why you're
notice,
doing. I know why you're doing it. You're taking those Pat McAfee. You ain't no Pat
yo,
McAfee.
and listen,
And he's
and
also
Perk had
taking.
to
And
go.
hold on. You're also taking that Dave Portnoy takes too. You're starting to like. You're trying too hard.
And I have something to say about Dave Portnoy right after this
Oh
one.
God.
But
Go ahead. I gotta hear this
yeah,
Dave Portnoy now.
no, wait, no. I'm gonna save that. Let me finish up my point about Marcellus Brown, Kendrick Perkins, Stephen A. Perk, Perk. I digs you. You're the governor of Knicks Nation, but right now you don't want to be messing with Marcellus Brown. Did you know what he got arrested for? Shafting somebody. No, let's keep it a thou wow. Let's keep it 1,000. This man got arrested for protecting himself while shafting somebody in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I'm like, he's a former boxer while doing it. Oh shit. There. Perk. What are you
Some of these
doing?
commentators are just like the YouTube
Perk.
commentary community when it comes to
Perk.
wrestling, bro. It's like just shut your mouth. Stop
Yeah,
talking.
Perk. Like,
It's like hold somebody should take away his beers. It's like taking away his
who?
sports card. Somebody just needs
Who
to hold
that?
him back for you get what I mean.
Who,
It's like that person that
oh,
talks when they're drunk and you're like, "Damn,
yeah.
dude, stop talking."
Yeah, and I'm like, and I'm like, Stephen A, bro, what are you doing? This man don't want to fight. He's got an opinion. He knows he's not gonna fight. Jalen Brown's not gonna go fight you because he's worth because he's got the 305
Bro,
million
Jalen
dollar.
Brown said some shit on him. Okay, so let's keep it for real here. Jalen Brown doesn't want to go to a shit team. I don't blame him
No,
there. And Boston really kind of shafted him on the idea like he did lead that team kind of well when Tatum was down. And
okay. Let's put it to you this way. Who knew about Baylor Shireman or how the way that Peyton Pritchard and them was playing? You basically gutted much of the team. You gutted
you
much of the
did.
Celtics,
And
and
then
and you said
what you
no,
did
and
what you
then you
did to
said,
that man? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
and then
Go ahead.
and then you gutted the team. You said okay, Horford, you're gone. Porzingis, you're gone. Or who else?
That's another
Um,
man that just signed a new deal with Golden State.
yeah, Porzingis going in. Drew Holiday, you traded him to the Trailblazers, whatever it is. You basically said, okay, this is going to be a gap year. Jason Tatum's going to heal up, but we're going to find what we have to do. And what did Jalen Brown said? Ride with me. Well, Jalen Brown was part of a MVP type regular season that had the Boston Celtics winning 57 games, earning the number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. Who knew about these players that he was playing with? We was like, who the hell is this? And these guys, when they played the Knicks, they played us close. We was like, damn, okay. Boston. I said Celtics brass surely know how to develop. And it surely know how to develop it through a gap year. Because if you're gonna call that a gap year, then hey, kudos kudos to the Celtics. Kudos to
Well,
the Celtics.
I will say this. Jalen Brown honestly is getting shafted. That's just my personal opinion. He did
Of
it to
course,
himself. He did it to himself on podcast on his own streams, and I get it.
but he wasn't
Man is
talking
saying
about.
stuff. Go ahead.
Okay, so if he said what he had to say that this season was a good season for him, it's because he saw other players grew on that team. Who knew?
I
Did
think
you
he
know?
sees. I think he sees the writing on the wall. I think he.
Well, I
He's a
know.
professionalist. He sees the writing on the wall with that.
Yeah, but he has to also stick up. But remember, he's still a member of the Boston Celtics
Yes,
until otherwise.
but
So he
don't you
had to
think it's
stick up
kind
for
of a
them.
slap in the face? They're going all in on Jason Tatum, and like to me,
They
I just
already
feel
told
like
they told him throughout the years, man. Come on, it's been played out throughout the years. It's
Jason
not a,
Tatum. I'm gonna
it's
be
not
honest with you. I feel
the,
like Jason Tatum's a little injury prone.
the slap in the face. I'm gonna always say this: the slap in the face happened behind the scenes. Now you're seeing it out in public,
What
and
team
a
do you
lot of
think
these
he
former
goes
players.
to? What team do you think he goes to?
Oh, brother. Oh man. Because if you're looking at it,
Because he didn't want to go
I
to
would say
Milwaukee. He said that they shit all over that. Milwaukee shit all
nope.
over that.
Oh, Milwaukee shit over that. Oh, shut up, Milwaukee. Shut the fuck up. You
Milwaukee,
just chose
well,
it.
personally, it would have been another Giannis situation. They didn't want that.
Oh, a Giannis situation. Oh,
They
with him,
felt Jalen
but
Brown would have been another Giannis. That's what the reports were saying. That's why they didn't pick him up.
you see, state your source. State your source. That's what he said. He said, "State your source." State your source. Who said that? But yeah, but
ESPN. I think it was ESPN Shams himself.
no, but the Boston Celtics organization, they said it themselves too. Well, oh yeah, when it came to the trade news, yeah, trade news,
I'll
yeah,
give you
but
my
we
source,
talking.
Shams Sarania of ESPN himself.
You
It's
out of here,
becoming
man.
what
Guess what?
because he's becoming the new version of what's his face. They used to cover all
Whoa.
the shit. Roge, yeah,
AG, well, the Woj bomb. Now we got a Shams bomb.
yeah.
We got a Shams bomb. Shams
I
bomb. Who
felt like in
signs
the
with what?
NBA draft, bro. I felt honestly like every second Shams was like like literally doing a barrel roll every minute. He was doing it like 007 over here and going, oh, report every second on the second. I was like, damn, all right, all right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what. Listen, that's what it's turned. That's what it's. The draft has turned into. It's not even. It's like after the top 10. After the top.
They're trying to copy the NFL if you think about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And to
Well.
me, and I'm going to say this honestly, and I'm just going to be real, I'm going to call it for what it is. I really think the NBA needs a new commissioner. They need to start being more stricter on rules.
They
After
have
the
to.
Kawhi Leonard stuff, I just feel like the commissioner's soft. You care more about money than you care actually about doing right by fans, right by
You let
committee.
Kawhi. You let Kawhi Leonard get traded to the Raptors before you even hand down the punishment.
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
If they would have, man, listen, I would have said, all right. But somebody said, oh, the Raptors are going to be a problem in the East. You know what? Raptors are a very young team, and they'll add a few pieces to that, and we'll see. We
We
will
will
see.
definitely see. All right, guys,
Because
we're gonna wrap it up here. We're gonna wrap it rapid fire up in here. Um, last things I will tell you guys. We'll probably have another show. What are we on Wednesday? Early Wednesday morning. Yeah, we're gonna have probably another show. Probably Thursday. Probably
Thursday,
we'll have another
yes,
long one. We'll do it earlier, maybe an hour earlier. It's kind of my
of
fault. I was
course.
having technical difficulties. Smooth was having technical difficulties. It's just
Yeah,
one of
both
those
of us.
nights.
But
Because
listen, but guys,
I forgot to put all my stream stuff inside of OBS, and I had everything. I had all my banners and everything. I backed all that up. I just didn't have the keys and stuff.
and my damn earbuds, wired earbuds was muffling over here, and I'm like, what the hell's going on?
So I
I
will
was
tell
like,
you. I will tell you guys. I am back, better than ever. I'm realizing my GPU in this streaming rig. I may swap it out for my other one and see if that it's older. See if that works better. We'll see what that does. But I just want to let you guys know I am back. I will be updating all the stats down below of the channels for all the info and gears and whatnot.
yeah,
So we got that going on. Game wise, I'm gonna be playing. I got a lot of games to catch up on. There's not just one. I got a lot going on.
You gotta get to your stream. Yep.
Yeah, let's see here. Far as wrestling docket goes, we got Redemption coming up. We have
Yeah.
MLPW,
Yeah.
Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling, hitting the first show.
MLP,
Well, we're going to be reviewing that,
MLPW.
by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, MLPW. That's gonna be debut. They're gonna make their debut on TSN July. What is it? July. I gotta check the date out, but we will be doing. We'll definitely do a review on that.
And they just recently they signed a few talents. They even signed Nikki Storm, so I'm cool with that. That's a win-win situation. And then I see her going from there to possibly, I really do. I think she's going to sign. I really think she's going to sign with AEW or MLW, Major League Pro Wrestling.
Wouldn't it be a thing? And I'm going to throw it out there. Wouldn't it be a thing for Nikki Storm to make a Ring of Honor debut in Glasgow, Scotland?
Wouldn't that be something? That would be cool.
Holy that would be something. Ooh, man.
Oh,
Glasgow,
and by the way, thank you everybody for sticking with me tonight. The raids, the hanging out, I appreciate it. Yeah. You know, look, I know I'm a pain in the ass sometimes, and I know sometimes a lot of you that come to watch me go, "Why do you take breaks?" Well, this one wasn't warranted. It just happened on me, and I had to go take care of business. That's just how this works, you know. Like, I like to have dual PCs, you know, the best of both worlds, and when one PC goes out, you have to go and figure it out. That's what I did. Now, I did have another setup, so I'll be honest with each and every one of you. I did have another setup where I did go out and run out and get a refurbished Xbox. I did, before the price hikes happened. This newest price hike. The problem was, a lot of you play PC games with me. And I don't want to be limited. I was going to just stay limited. And I didn't want to do that to myself.
And when I was also reading, like, business wise in the markets, Apple products, their prices are going to be increasing by at least $150 on certain products.
200.
Well, not
200 across the board.
200 across the board because of all the
Xbox is going up 100. Xbox is going up 150. Nintendo's going up 50, coming soon. The PlayStation, they're staying where they're at.
Well, because basically those products, you have to get those from China and the Persian Gulf, and right now that's a problem. So you're gonna have to.
Well, the reason why they're calling this, because if you didn't know this, so let me speak on the AI before we go. Let me speak on some AI information for you guys, so you guys know on what's going on. Because I've been following this shit religiously. Because I've always, you know, I have trackers on my PC to see what the pricing and everything is. Because I'm doing like they did back in 2020, okay, to see what prices when they go down, when they come down. Like, I'm like a stock trader over here. Laugh out loud. So what's working is Micron just signed a 5-year deal with a bunch of companies. So that price hike that you're seeing is going to stay put for the next 5 years. And it's disgusting. It's absolutely just absurd to me. And RAM's not going to come down for a while. Who gets fucked at the end of the day is us, the consumer. Again, so now what companies are doing is they're working with Apple is now I think Apple should just say fuck what's going on. They're working with the Chinese government and their RAM suppliers and chip companies and things like that overseas, because China right now is having a renaissance. Which, you know what? When I want to say this real quick off my chest real quick, okay? I'm just going to go on one. I find it really abundantly stupid that we say make America great again and we talk about jobs in America, and you have American companies running the roost like this, and then now major U.S. companies are saying fuck all that noise, and they're going over to China and signing deals to make everything cheaper, and they're going to probably save the day and make out on what we should be making out on. Fucking stupid. Just
Yep, it
saying.
is.
It's absolutely
It is.
backwards.
Well,
I'm
and
sorry.
also
This is
too,
not a right or left side of topic. It's mostly the truth.
and this is
It's
because also
backwards.
the war. Yeah, it is. It is. Well, listen, this is what this was what happened from back. You can thank Kissinger and Kissinger, who was the former Secretary of State under Nixon back in
And by
1972.
the way, ladies and
And
gentlemen, we've been doing this. We've been doing this whole like less and less jobs, manufacturing and shit jobs. We sold ourselves a long time ago, 1992. We sold ourselves.
1992. But also remember before that, 1972, 73, when Nixon and Kissinger went over to China and opened up the markets for China. So
Yep.
this was before it was before the 90s. It was around 70
Well, I'm basically
72.
talking about modern era, like the last few decades, like from
Yeah,
my childhood
but
on.
what opened up the modern market was the 70s when they let China in, because from what China is now to what it was 50 something over 55 years ago, it was dirt. It was like lowlands and all that. Now you push this in thanks to a whole lot of deals, and you let them into the WTO in 1990, not 1999. Once they let them into the World Trade Organization, that was it. Then that was and that was after NAFTA in '94. Remember when
Smooth's dropping you guys some knowledge that I knew. He's just cooking real quick for you guys, giving you all that
1994 was
knowledge.
when listen 1994 was when NAFTA got into play, when Clinton got in, and his off his
And
year
by
one
and by the
one was
way,
off.
let's keep
Oh,
this for real from the mid '90s to the 2000s. Let's keep it
yes,
for real here. We did it to
go
our
ahead.
own selves. We shot ourselves in the
Yeah.
foot. We had opportunities to make things cheaper for people and companies. We didn't,
No,
and
no.
forced
Listen,
companies to go,
started
"Hey,
going in.
China." That's what
Yeah,
happened.
it's like what's his name? The late presidential candidate back in '92, Ross Perot said it in his voice. You know something? You can't believe these people here. You know what's gonna happen? You're gonna have NAFTA, and NAFTA's gonna be the one that's gonna suck the jobs out of the United States of America and put it into other countries in the world. He said it
Well,
just like that.
what's happening is in Lifetime, I'll leave it here. But it's
Yeah,
happening
we'll
in
keep it back
Lifetime. We're
there.
realizing that we don't make our own shit, and we need to start making our own shit. And
Nope, no, we don't.
to make our own shit, we have to build. And
Yeah,
unfortunately, to make that happen, it's going to take way too long. We took too long.
we did it. We did it to ourselves. See, we wanted to be this free market, free enterprise nation that opens up to the world. Nah, you see, it's nice to open up to the world, but when your market gets you allow it to be infiltrated and take the treasures and the strength of what your market of what built this country and what the market was all about in building this country. Well, then you shot yourselves in the fucking foot for doing that.
And what you're
Deservedly
gonna
so.
see before it gets better. So I'm gonna give a lot of new generation and some of my friends that are in my age don't realize we weren't so far away from. We had this once before. This is not anything new. So
No.
back in the 2000s when the dot-com bubble happened, right? When that burst, right?
Mhm.
When that burst, we had another bubble called the RAM and hard drive crisis. What happened back in the day, you had Samsung, Micron, Hynix, and Toshiba. They were controlling the market value, and they were signing deals and contracts and insider trading. Eventually, when
Of
the
course.
Bush administration came in, the DOJ at that time and the FBI and a whole bunch of them took out these companies and forced them to make better pricing happen. And there was a bunch of other governments that came together with us and took them out. That caused
True.
other CEOs to be fired. But what happened with that was because they called it the the Gestapo, the mob. And what happened was they literally Samsung and all these different companies forced out the smaller ones, and the smaller ones couldn't survive, like Texas Instruments and things like that. They were also making around back in the day. This is all just
Yeah,
it's all the same. What's happening now? It's market manipulation in its finest. This is not
listen,
something. This is I've seen this before.
it's like what Orange Man told us. Orange Man told us this in real time when he said when Friday when everything was going when he used when he see the gas the oil prices go up, he start making he puts out a message, a true social message that says we got a deal working out with Iran. Then the oil market prices go down. Well, now what's happening is this: you have a lot of people who were profiting off of the oil prices going up, and now that it's down, they're suffering a lot of losses and they're not able to pay it back at the
Well,
moment.
well, right now it's not going down. It's going back up again. And what's going to happen is there's no stopping it from going back up this time. Everybody, all the experts are saying there's no stop. It's going to be $200 a barrel coming soon, and you're going to watch prices climb to
Yes, yes.
$7,
So,
and they can't stop
and
that
yeah,
from
because
happening.
they already trying to do the whole true social stopgap messaging and talking about, well, we're gonna have a deal. Ain't no deal. I like I said, like my co-host says, okay, they're gonna sign the deal. I said, okay, they'll sign the deal, not a problem. But
They'll
they're
sign it in
not
print.
gonna.
I kind of said they'll sign it in principle and everything. Like you said, then you said it for me. You basically said it that night. You said co-host. They're gonna sign this in principle, like you said, and then you know what you said to me. Then it's just gonna fall apart
And
eventually
that's
over
what you're
time.
seeing. And you're seeing that in real time. I'm listening to these geopolitical analysts. I got a few of them that I listen to, and they're saying this is part of like the escalation trap. Like the first part, Iran won that first part. Now you get into the whole dealing and the retooling, revamping, and everything. Well, what we got the number of troops that's in Lebanon is 50,000 United States troops. What? We were supposed to tell back. Oh, but also we
What's
got
gonna
to
happen is, and I'm gonna tell you this, and this is what I've been hearing from experts. Eventually, where we're gonna be playing ball is and this is the comic the what happens usually to us when we play stupid. Um, Barrels are gonna go up so price is high to the point that you can't stop it, and
no,
eventually what's gonna happen is somebody's gonna beg and give
no,
pretty much
and
everything. It's kind of logical at this point.
because
We're
our
just
because what happens is
hold on just
our
a second.
strategic.
Hold on just a second.
Okay,
So basically,
okay,
we're throwing tantrums right now. Technically, if you want to go there like
yeah,
kids, and what is eventually
oh
going to
yeah,
happen is things are going to go up so astronomically high to the point to where there's no more you can say. There's no more you can
no,
do,
nope.
and it's just
There's
going to
no
keep
more
happening.
there's no more working up a deal or whatever because right now we're looking at the derivatives markets and the derivatives markets is showing us we are eventually going to be on a downfall from here in the next probably 4 to 6 weeks.
It's already happening.
Four to- It's
It's already
already there,
happening.
but now, yeah, the downturn, but also too, we are running out of strategic oil reserves. We're running out of oil in our strategic oil reserves because of
And
this
by
whole
the way,
war.
and by the FYI, we are running out of that because we just took a lot from Venezuela. We did
Yes,
recently. We did.
of course. Before,
That's not enough to save our asses.
nope, no. And then now Venezuela's in an earthquake. We're
Yep.
gonna talk. There's another situation going on with Venezuela now post earthquake that a lot of people don't want to talk about, and it had to do with the whole invasion. That whole Venezuelan government sold out to Paul Singer and Elliott Management, management services, which means, folks, Venezuela's not run by your by your people. It's run by the corporations, just like everywhere else in Latin America,
Yep.
including my parents. native country of Panama. We sold out. Listen, the Panamanian government sold out to the corporations back in the 80s because we did not have an international bank. And our president and the old president said we don't want that. He was for the people, but they said no, no, no. We need the banks here. So they took him out, just like you take out Maduro. What did Venezuela didn't have? Venezuela did not have an international the IMF. They didn't have an IMF bank, International Monetary Fund Bank. There you have it.
He's
What does
dropping you some knowledge. He's dropping you some
but
knowledge.
also
I'm
too,
just gonna.
but
I'm
also
also.
too,
I'm also gonna tell you this too. This is another thing people need to be realized. We've been here, done this before. What eventually is
yeah.
gonna happen is, and this is just, it's gonna come to this, where we're gonna get so dependent and pretty much on our knees.
Yes.
It's the truth.
Well,
And I'm
it's
gonna say this
well,
because look, I'm gonna also say this too. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on,
nope.
but one side, one I will say this when it comes to the Mr. Netanyahu and all that shit. I will say this: they need to be brought down a lot of pegs because they've been playing the strings of Mr. Orange Man for too long.
Well, it's not just him. It's also too those
Yeah,
the donors that the donors that runs the whole Trump administration and the U.S. government. Like I said, is I tell people Israel is that 800-pound gorilla that's in the damn room, of which you try to use a forklift to get up, and you got to be careful of lifting that gorilla out of the room, or else he's gonna tear up the whole room and your forklift.
exactly.
That's what that's what your gorilla would do. So basically, basically now that's what Israel's doing. Look at what they're doing with Lebanon. Oh, what the Lebanese government gave away their national sovereignty by signing some deal with the United States and Israel. Well, the people are going to take to the streets. They already take it. You see millions of people taking to the streets. Oh, and by the way, folks, this war in Iran is not about nuclear weapons and um missiles.
No,
Guess what?
it's all about companies. That's all this is about.
Guess
Furthering
what?
pockets.
Iran is the only nation in the Middle East in Western Asia that does not have an international monetary fund bank.
I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
Oh what? Oh yeah. This is not about no damn missiles and
No,
bomb
no,
and
no. I was saying it's all about corporations. It's all about people furthering their
corporations.
pockets and continuing. Yeah, it's
That's
all.
why
That's what I've been saying for a while. I've not been wrong. Look who's
they
backing all
wanted
the drones. Take a look at who's backing all the drones. It's Orange Man's
yeah,
companies,
of course. Of course. Oh,
and they want to
Ray
continue. They want to
Seymour.
continue having say in it. Look at Jared Kushner and all that going on. Look.
Yeah, yeah, please. I mean, listen.
Oh, and by the way, to all these I want to say this to Jared Kushner and EA, to all you good mudgets that are sitting here going, "Oh, I'll stomach $150 because the game looks." What are you smoking, bro?
What are you smoking? What he's gonna gouge your eyes out with the damn. He's gouging your eyes out with the prices. What the hell are you trying to say? Oh, you're gonna price yourself out of a game, but I'm still gonna purchase the membership. What sense does that make?
I don't understand it. I heard two different things. You buy the game and then you have to buy the membership on top of it. I'm like, that's expense. That is a big. It's like $200
Uh,
or
yeah.
more.
So in other words, okay. For those including you that's into gaming and gaming and streaming and streaming while you're doing the gaming. So basically, you buy the game, it unlocks certain features of the game, but you still got to pay membership to unlock everything, right?
So okay. So if you buy the regular edition without all the bells and whistles, you have a
Okay,
vanilla game. You pretty much have a vanilla
yeah,
game to where you could just play
that's
here and there.
o-
There's no
okay.
ultimate shit. There's no currency stuff. So you're kind of just screwed. So
So
you just spent
basically,
$70 to not get everything. You're not getting the whole game
so bas-
until you
so
pay 150
basically,
bucks.
so basically, now you gotta go. Now you gotta okay. You play the regular. It's vanilla. Now you're looking to go up the ladder to $150 and unlock everything.
So they
Like
have two
unlock all.
tiers. So they have two tiers: the monthly
No,
subscription, and then they have the yearly. The yearly's 150.
the yearly one still doesn't make any sense. You should open up. But then again, it's
It's
like,
EA. And guess who else
but
owns that? Guess who else owns that EA? The Saudis.
mm,
So the Saudi private group that owns Live Golf with Jared Kushner. So guess what? They're money hungry. I saw this one coming.
I think, and is that the same group that owns that's running project that's also running Project B, the women's basketball league.
They're also running. They do the Riyadh seasons for all the
But
sports
they
leagues and
also have
shit. And they also have a
isn't
stake
that,
in that flag football league too.
but they also have is that the one that they said because there's a group of Saudis that created a women's basketball
So
league during
here's
the
my
off season.
understanding. Here's my understanding from how this works. So the people that own Live Golf own that basketball league you're talking about. That own that flag football league. Then they also own
Oh,
a boxing league. Then they
okay.
also own. Then they also own part of it. Part of that group owns EA Sports or EA in
Because for
general.
what? Because that was a question a lot of content creators that cover the WNBA was asking. They said this thing Project B comes out. Is it something from the Saudis or whatever? Because of the whole they trying to play it safe and everything due to the whole U.S. government's criticism of Muslims. So and how that go and how it goes with that. So it's basically the same group that does that have an investment in EA Sports that have the Flag Football League, Riyadh season, and Project B. Whoa.
And Live
Okay.
Golf.
And Live Golf. Not to mention Live Golf. So
And then that flag football
basically,
league that
yeah,
Tom Brady's
Flag
doing.
Football
And
League.
then they have they do special things with the WTA, the women's tennis league and the men's tennis league. They
Oh,
do like that thing on Netflix too.
okay. Okay. So basically,
If
because
you really think
what
about it,
the
it's a kind of a monopoly, and they've also been talking about buying other gaming companies
yeah,
and things like that. They've been
because
talking about for a while,
because
big game and
because
movies.
because because the contracts that they're giving out to these players, man, oh man, they're giving them 7-figure deals. I'm like, ooh, at WNBA, they gave them a run. They was giving the WNBA a run for their money as far as these
Well,
deals
I'm
are
so
concerned.
confused. Okay, so did Live Golf merge with the PGA?
No, because PGA does not want Live Golf.
Well, no. My
That's from what
question
I'm
was, well,
hearing.
the last time I checked, they were shaking hands between each other.
Well, shaking hands as far as like I guess a partnership to have their players play in the PGA tournaments
Oh, okay, okay,
because
okay.
that's what they do. Ain't no shaking hands of merging. It's more of a partnership. It's more of like what is it? AEW New Japan. Play it like
Oh,
that.
and I'm gonna put it this way to you guys: stop with the whole. Some people like. Not everything is not every like a lot of people are like, oh, well, yeah, but let me be real with you. What's happening with the other side getting their way now? That was expected. I saw that coming.
Yeah,
You
yeah. Like
can't keep
what is it?
you can't okay, and I'm going to say this to be real. You cannot go one way with everything because if you go that one way, the paradigm's going to shift into the middle and then shift the other way.
It's gonna shift the other way
You
because right now, okay, what you saw also in the Supreme Court, they gave some decisions to the Orange Man administration,
well,
but they
yeah.
knocked down a few things, including that whole birthright citizenship. I'm like, guy, leave it alone. You fought this shit for 10. You fought this damn birthright citizenship for 11 years, And finally, they had to say, no, you can't do that. If
Well,
people's gonna come to this,
they're finally coming to their senses and having brains, and they're saying no to him more often now.
and I hear all
And
the.
the one thing that I said about the housing, and I will say this on show, but we're talking real life shit. By the way, guys, I
Mm-hmm.
don't swing neither side. What I will say to you guys, I'm in the middle. I always have been. But
That house,
I will say that housing bill, the dumbass doesn't realize it's already passed. He's
it's
acting
already
like, oh,
passed.
I have to sign. No, you don't because it's already passed. Technically, they don't need you.
And what did and what did our mayor do over here? He said, "All right, I'm gonna give a certain amount for the housing. Bingo, there we go, and freeze the rent.
I watched his interview last Sunday. I liked what he had to say.
Oh yeah, and yeah, oh yeah. Mom Donnie, listen, mom. Oh,
I didn't
and
know. Look, Mandani, I didn't know he was my age. I was like, holy
oh
shit.
yeah,
I was
and
like,
he's
damn, all
34.
right. All right.
He's 34. His wife looks good. They wanted to come after his wife because during the Knicks championship parade day because she was wearing outfit that they deemed inappropriate. Well, guess what? She is festooned in the Knicks because hey,
Well,
she
take a look
represented
what's
very
take
well.
a look what's happening with California, man. Take a look at it.
I
Two things
feel.
that Mr. Orange Man's going after our governor for, which is going to
Oh
launch
yeah,
his whole presidential run now. He's going to run on this because it's funny.
right,
He's going
right
after
now.
he's going after him for the billionaire tax thing, which needs to happen honestly across the board. You have more billionaires than people actually going and having a normal wage in life. And then the other one is his people didn't get elected into office that he wanted, that he
Yeah,
was pushing in California.
of course, and then now too, he's pushing a lot here in New York because apparently. Oh, let me get to the one that I was kind of ranting about. Dave Portnoy. Hey, Dave. You're from
Hey
Boston, bitch.
Dave. Hey Dave. Hey bitch.
Hey, Dave. Hey, bitch. Your ass is from Boston, Massachusetts. We don't want your ass here in New York City trying to run for mayor against Mamdani in 2029. Matter of fact, your ass can make it out of the primary and you're going to get your ass whooped in the general election
That's how
by
what's his
Mamdani.
Spencer Platt found that out real quick.
So, okay, so because you don't like what's going on, and the DSA members got elected to Congress, and how white people voted them in. Why is it that you are going after white people? Maybe you should be looking at other folks who voted them in as well. You dumbass bitch.
Well, how about the actual? Well, I'll say this. How about he actually opened his eyes and realized like it wasn't
No,
just it's
because
everybody.
he,
Everybody's so
because no.
let's keep
Oh,
it for real between you and me, right?
go ahead.
Everybody's just sick. Everybody's just sick and tired of the bullshit. And
Yeah,
people
and
are
then now
voting
he
in,
wants.
but people want change. And this is where voting
Yeah,
comes into play. People don't want the same bullshit.
and then you
You know what
go
I
on,
mean?
and then now, okay, you going after white people to go, oh, white people voted these people in. No, it's not just white people
No,
voted them in.
majority of people
What
did.
majority of people did because they're tired of the bullshit and they had infighting within the Democrat Party that you guys are old. You're not for the people in their
You
best
know what's
interest.
funny?
And now,
You know what's funny? Across the board, each state are voting young people in.
yes, but listen, they soon realize fuck all that. Oh, you got to be age 35 to get in. Well, guess what? You could do it. Look at AOC. What she got in when she was 20? What 28? Look at the other one. Like
Well, okay. In fairness, take a well. The reason they're doing people are waking up to the idea of look, like we want youth. We don't mind a little bit of edgy. This person's a little edgy. Okay, he leans a little bit here, but he's a little edgy in the middle. Yeah, okay. But when you really dive into it, like Mandani, people are like, "Oh, this guy's this, that, and the third." And it's like when you
and then
dive deep into it,
and then he said something about 9/11. maybe you should go deep into what he said. He didn't say anything bad about 9/11.
Yeah,
He
see, I
said,
don't see the thing. See, the thing with me is I don't know why people nowadays just they want to nitpick on things. They're in that
man,
TikTok
listen,
like doom scroll world.
not
Like everything
because
is not 5-second clips.
because Team MAGA here in New York City lost their freaking heads Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. I was like, I'm not turning on no damn radio, nor no TV to listen to their asses talk about,
I'll be
oh,
honest with
this is bad,
I'll be honest with you. I don't. I'll be honest with you. Lately, I've been tuning off the news
yeah.
ever since all the Paramount stuff happened and all the
Oh
shit.
yeah.
I watch my local stuff to catch up on what I need to for the weather or
Me too.
stuff like that.
On my local, yeah, your local radio station or whatever it is. Yeah. So
Yeah, yeah.
just to make sure.
I don't because my uncle, my mom's brother's that way, where he's
Yeah.
so inundated with. He's like watching conspiracy theory on a conspiracy theory, and I'm like, I can't be in that. I can't. I got to worry about today. I got to be
Yeah.
worried
That's
about
what
what pays my bills. I don't care. Like, look, yeah, people are changing. Yeah, this whole thing in the other side of the world that's happening, that was created by design. That is a corporate bullshit thing that I didn't ask for. And full
and
circle, I'm having to pay for the bullshit.
yeah. And
And
then now and now you want and now Portnoy talk about, oh, well, Mom Donnie don't protect the
yeah,
Jewish
but
people, so
I'm gonna
I'm
be
gonna
real with you,
protect
my
them.
friend. Here's me on the show being real.
Yeah.
Portnoy is just a dumb fucking idiot at times, bro.
He's a
I
dumb
don't take
idiot.
it,
Listen,
and it's the same with
that's
Bill
the
Maher.
thing.
Sometimes Bill Maher, I just turn around, I go, ugh, God,
No,
shoot me.
Bill Maher, listen, Bill Maher is just insufferable since October 7th, 2023. Both him and Dave Portnoy. Oh, and by the way, Dave Portnoy is a big caper for Caitlin Clark. Oh, Caitlin Clark's getting beat up in the league. Dumbass. Look at the numbers. Caitlin Clark also is a baiter. And she baits them in. She reels them in, and she says, "Oh, I'm fouled. Look at me
I'm
on the
not.
floor."
I will tell my co-host I disagree to agree with you. I think it's not just her. I think it's the league in general. And I should have word when we had this conversation about Kate and Clark before. Let
Yeah.
me have this again. I disagree to agree with you, but I also
Uh,
say also too the league needs to change. Now they have new CBAs and everything. I think it needs to be just not
there you
Kate and
go.
Clark that's in principle. I agree with
There you go.
RG3. I go back to the RG3 thing that I watched. I agree with his sentiment when he said everybody. And another thing is this Kate and Clark stuff and the whole referee shit, even with the NBA, takes away from good moments that are happening. Like
No.
for instance, the new Toronto team that one of the players just beat the scoring record of all time. We should be
Oh yeah,
honoring that,
Marine.
not talking
Yeah,
about bullshit. I get Kate and Clark gets pushed around and shit, and people want to hurt her, and I get that. We need to do better. It's not just her. There is a lot of players, and there's a lot of like when I watched the Sparks the other day, I was like, why are we calling this when this player just got hit hard? Like,
that's
why are we
true.
not calling that?
That's
Like,
true. And I was watching.
I think the referee. I think if you're putting more money into the league, the quality of things need to change overall.
Yes, because now the CBA has increased the salary of this salary of the pay salary for players. So now you got to
Right.
make it better. Rules change. Rule changes have to come in. Like, for example, when David Stern took over, what was the first thing he said? Okay, who's my guy moving forward? Michael Jeffrey Jordan. What are we gonna do? We're gonna apply the Jordan rule. Then we're gonna apply rule changes so that way it makes it fun,
So
but
I
also
have a story. I have a story about Michael Jordan. So here's a story. So I was watching something and I was listening to him. I don't know if you've ever seen this story. So Michael Jordan tells this story of how he wanted to come back at the age of 50, right? And it's funny. It's a hilarious story that he tells. He went to go play on the floor with Stephen Curry. And he said the minutes he made moves on the court when he was practicing, he said, "No, I'm not coming back." He was going to do it for his new kids that he just recently, grandkids or something like that, that have never seen him play, and he wanted to give it a go. And he said he went to train with Curry, and he just said no, can't do it, won't do it.
Like, come on, Jordan. Listen. Just hey, Michael Jordan. Hey, listen.
Hey, I got to
MJ
give
knew
Michael Jordan credit at 50 to try it.
to try, but guess
That
what?
takes balls.
When the body said can't do it anymore, and you just gotta stay retired, you stay retired. There you go. Listen, at least he keeps his GOAT status intact.
I died laughing. He said, I went to go practice with one of the greatest players on earth. And he said, when I went to move and do the things, my body just said, no, this old man can't do it. And I went, damn, Michael, but I give you credit for trying. He was just like, I just couldn't. One other thing I will say here, I want to thank everybody that's been watching. More consistent. I'll have a better banner, more different, or better overlay. I'm probably gonna get away from the webcam up top right, and then the chat, because look, live chat, I don't think it needs to be there. And what I'll probably do is put something in the middle to where it has my webcam and then something smooth, so you guys can see it like we have now, and that it moves up and down, which will be pretty cool. I'll work on it. I got some ideas in my head for what I want to do next with the overlay here. I did this in a quick action, so we had something up for you guys. And I know I said to Smooth Bunch, we're gonna get it. I'm gonna get the Wraith and Smooth Show thing going and get the banners and everything going. So I will make sure that happens eventually with the overlay. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be the show for the night. I think we've talked a lot about a lot of different topics and things. So I will definitely be back later on. I'll be back later on this morning at some point to stream. I'm gonna go take a break after this, hang out, relax a little bit, catch up on some YouTube. But guys, be truly transparent to all the YouTubers out there. Be transparent for shit's sakes. Why are we doing this whole fake tribalistic shit? Why? What does it get you? Like, be genuine. When you guys are reporting on things, be genuine. Especially the wrestling channels. You don't need to be fake. Like Mrs. Fran the Hill over there.
And JD from NY206.
Yeah, JD, that's wild to me how, like, all of a sudden now he's kissing ass. Wasn't he the guy that made fun of FTR, MJF,
Mercedes Moné,
TK himself? And 3 years ago, he asked the most. I remember the question he asked. It was on the media scrum. Go back 3 years ago, guys. You'll find him asking, "What happened to Miro?" He asked, "What happened to Miro? Why is he not on TV?" It was the most dumbest question you can ask. Like, you think TK is going to answer that question? Why his superstar is not on television? Could have asked anything else, bro. Then he went on a rant saying that basically TK has people that just kiss his ass at these media scrums and this, that, and third.
Not true.
And JD, people don't forget. By the way, guys, I'm going to tell you this. JD, people don't forget what the fuck you've said. Trust me when I say this to you. I remember a lot of shit you said. You said a lot of scandalous shit about AEW.
You did.
A lot of us know.
You did.
Same with Solomongster. Same with a lot of these other YouTubers that I watch. You just talk all this shit about AEW, and you don't realize that us people that sit and watch your show religiously don't realize that we keep an eye on what you're saying. So you can't go you can't go back in pencil and try to erase it. It's all done in fucking pen, bud.
Yeah, bud. Hey, you want to do it like he spoke? Oh, I remember he spoke critically about Anna Jay.
Yeah, I remember this. Yeah, I saw the clips of this.
He went a little bit personal with her. I'm like, what are you doing? We're like, hold on, what are you doing? And then he's like,
well, it's because the reason why he went in like that is because you can get the views off of that. That's why.
Yeah, like but
the rage
Anna
bait
Jay
shit.
Had to come out. And Anna Jay had to come out and respond to your ass. But the one that took the cake was Mercedes Moné. Oh yeah, Moné does Moné.
Well, he got bounced because of it. He got bounced because the reason why he talked all that shit. He's been talking shit about her for a while. Then he wants to sit back and then he claims, I'm her number one
And
fan. I'm her number one this. I've been on the fan club. Bro, you haven't been on the fan club. Fuck out of here.
you have been in the fan club, and then what? They showed you, they gave you your walking papers after they kicked you off of the damn broadcast set and told you was to go.
Like,
You got
I'll
your
tell you
walking
guys,
papers.
guys that you want to keep an eye out on wrestling stuff, Jim Cornette. I'll tell you straight up, Jim Cornette keeps it real about wrestling and politics.
Oh yes,
Both.
Jim Cornette.
So Jim Cornette, seriously, like I used to shit on Jim Cornette, but I'm actually a fan of his. Last couple years, I've been a fan. Like, I didn't like his takes at first, but lately and the last few years and what he's been spewing, I like it. Made me a re-fan. And I like Jim Cornette. And by the way, I've liked Jim Cornette even when he was Ring of Honor manager / general manager. So I've watched Jim Cornette for a long time. I used to remember him and Kevin Steen used to yell at each other. But yeah, like I like Jim Cornette. I like Vince Russo. I love a lot of the old school wrestling stuff. It's just I give the old school wrestling people hardcore a lot of times because they take these takes, and I'm like, bro, do you not understand how the new generation works?
And I like listening to Jeff Jarrett.
Jeff Jarrett, I like. I like Stevie Richards. I like Romero, his co-host. I like Dutch Vantel.
Yes, Dutch. Oh yeah, Mr. Dutchman.
I get down, and people say that I don't watch, because Eric Bischoff's a hater of AEW. I don't look at Eric. Eric Bischoff's just like I'm gonna say this in a good way. Eric Bischoff's kind of like Stephen A. Right? You know what you're getting when he takes, and also too, I kind of like what Eric Bischoff says sometimes. Yes, it's tongue in cheek, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I get you, bro. I understand it.
It's tongue in cheek because sometimes you gotta, you got something that you really want to do with AEW, with a company or whatever, not just AEW.
Right.
What I'm talking about,
and he's
with
running,
somebody,
and he's running his own. He's running a really good one that I watched. I watched it on Fox One or one of the Fox streaming stuff. Freestyle wrestling. I like watching that kind of stuff. He's got Holly Holm over there. He's got some good talent over there. Yeah, Gable Stevenson.
Okay. Oh, Gable. Oh, that's good. So at least he's trying to get onto my AEW. So he's kind of tailed down a lot of his hot takes.
What with freestyle? He wants freestyle wrestling over on AEW.
No, I mean I'm just saying, could be because.
Okay. So fun fact: they already extended for the next 4 years with that Fox app. By the way, My Nation or Fox Nation app or something like that. The one they put cops and all that on.
Yes. Okay. I got
another subscription that I just go. I thank God I get it through Spectrum. I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm grateful. I am so grateful that Spectrum gives me all these free apps, included. Because if I was paying for that shit on my own, that shit would be fucking hardcore expensive.
Oh yes.
Mega expensive. Oh, yeah. Like I totaled all that. Like Netflix alone. Not Netflix alone. Peacock, Hulu, Disney, man, that and is ESPN Unlimited. Absolutely expensive if you were paying for it on your own. By the way, I watched I will tell you guys this. When I was watching the NBA draft, I used that My View feature on ESPN. That was kind of cool. Because I also pick, they let you customize. And I was able to watch because they have the rights to the MLB TV or whatever. And I was watching the Padres game at the same time as watching the NBA draft. It was kind of cool.
Oh, yes.
And I got the different footage. Yeah. I got to hear Kenny the Jet Smith all night long. I didn't have to hear the main footage because those people were annoying the shit out of me. If I had to see Brian fall asleep Windhorse on TV, falling asleep in midstream. Did you not notice he was sleeping? His eyes were like
Oh
tweaking, and I was like,
man.
he's sleeping
Oh,
with his eyes open.
then when
Uh,
they that but you know what it is? He was doing. I- You know what happens during the NBA finals? You get to do all nighters. That's what happens, especially when you do an all nighter in New York.
the reason I watched the other footage, the reason why I watched the other side, because they were bringing guests on as they were picking the select. They had Spike Lee on, and I was dying. I
Okay.
was just dying. The shit he was saying, I was dying.
Oh no, I heard that interview. That was no, that was the no, the, no, but that I saw that was on the regular traditional broadcast with Richard Jeff. That was the one that you talking about, Richard Jefferson, Kenny the Jet Smith, and
Yeah.
Jay.
And he's turning around. He goes, "I'm gonna give you the fucking boot. Are you giving me the boot? I'll show you the boot." And I died. Oh my god. Weren't you supposed to get away
Listen,
your Emmy? You're supposed to give your Emmy away, right? Your Golden Globe, your
oh,
Oscar, right? Or one of them. And he's like, "No,
nah,
we're not gonna go that far.
we're not
But
gonna go
aren't
that
you a
far.
man of
Listen,
your word, right?" And he's like, "Nah, I'm not getting rid of that."
nah. Listen, we won the championship. Listen, I'm a
Well,
happy guy
I
now.
guess he made his sports. I guess he made a bet with somebody that
He made a
if
bet,
they
but
won, that he would give his Oscar away or something like that.
nah, he ain't doing that. He ain't doing that. Not happening. Please.
All right,
And
guys,
Spike,
I'm officially gonna get out of here. That's what I'm gonna do.
yep,
I'm gonna officially get out of here. We're talking random now at this
we,
point. I love you
we will be
guys.
back tomorrow.
I'll see you guys later on today.
Well, today for you, but tomorrow for the show.
Oh yeah, we're not doing it
Tomorrow for the show.
after the fact. Yeah, we're doing it Thursday. Yeah, I forgot.
Oh, yeah, tomorrow because today's Wednesday, so tomorrow we're doing it live because we'll definitely
Well, you'll
be
have Ring of
reviewing.
Honor. We'll do both. We'll have Ring of Honor and we'll have Dynamite under our belts. So there you
Yeah,
go. Oh, and I
yeah.
think I will tune in. Okay, in fairness, since I have nothing better to do, I'll tune into that 101,000 show called TNA. Just to see how that tournament is.
Yeah, okay. Since I tuned into the whole thing of Night of Champions, then you'll tune into the whole thing of TNA. So fair enough, folks. We
All
just
right,
consumed a
guys,
little
I'm
bit
gonna
of
get out of
giveaway.
here. You guys have a good night. Peace.